I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Call of the Wild on Thursday. So Thursday evenings we play whatever the heck we feel like, and it's usually Call of the Wild, BF6, or Hunt Showdown. I don't know. We're definitely going to be getting into Hunt Showdown, that is for sure. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me already. Mrs. Mecca is getting loaded up right now, and then we're going to be starting up a multiplayer server. We said we weren't going to do that streaming no more. Really, we just can't focus on challenges that way. What's going on, Benjamin? How is Benjamin doing? How is Benjamin today? Let me get this bonus webcam off here because we don't really need that. So, as soon as she gets her game started up, y'all, we are going to be cooking with Crisco, and we're going to be heading over to some sort of giant open area with a lot of rifles, long-distance rifle hunting, because that's about what we can do right now for multiplayer. So, I would like to get some daily challenges done if I could, but as long as I make enough money for a tent, then I don't care, and we're pretty close. Good deal, good deal. But she is getting started up. While she's getting started up, let's go ahead and make the game. Medved Tiger. Did I already go past it? I think I might have. There we go. So we're going to say private. And we're going to start that up. Basically, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to set it to a good drinking time for basically every single animal we can think of. We're going to get a tent right at the longest possible range for a lot of these places. And yeah, you know, we'll see how that does. We'll see how that does, because the only hope we have really for anything right now in this game obviously is long distance hunting near water sources, because of how busted the game truly is. So we might go down here and place a tent. I think a tent down here would do us very well. So we'll use one of our tents that we are acquiring. We're acquiring 16 tents for our first grind. We're going to be starting with the hardest grind first, which is the roe deer grind. And we're going to be doing that starting after June 17th, which is so starting after our giveaway. So coming up on June 17th, we're going to be doing a raffle giveaway for people participating in our Call of the Wild event. And so you guys are going to be able to win some gift cards that way. I have confirmed that we will be able to do two gift cards. Now they're small, they're $25 gift cards, but two $25 gift cards per category. So the raffle hunt winners each will win a gift card, and then there'll be two $25 gift cards given away to first and second place. I can't really split them up much more than that. And then we're going to be doing two gift card giveaways as well to the what am I trying to say here? To the keyword giveaway person for paid subscribers on the Purple app. So that's coming up June 17th, guys. Female trophies only on Leighton Lake, so everybody can participate at no cost to them when it comes to trophies, things like that. So super excited about that. After that, we're going to be doing our first ever grind on Cuatro Colinas, which is going to be the roe deer grind. So that's going to be a very eventful June and July for us. Also, we will also be having to have a surgery. It's going to be my 7th surgery in the last like 4.5, 5 years. And we have an experimental procedure coming up that we're going to have to fly to at the end of the month. So the experimental procedure would actually be on like the 30th, like the 29th the 29th. And so from about the 27th till about the 1st or 2nd, we will not be able to stream other than maybe like a just chatting stream from my phone. So just a quick heads up on that one, y'all. Anyway, let's grab these. We got a few of these so far, but I'm going to grab these now, and I'm going to drive down to this place, set up our tent, and we're going to pick these up when we're done is the plan. So I don't really care what I run into. I don't even have my headphones on right now to hear anything. So we're just going to get over there, place it, and be done with it. Definitely want to go to the right. Definitely want to go more to the right. I am just about ready, honey. I'm going to send you an invite, honey, okay? Whenever you're ready. All right, so Mrs. Mecca, come join the party. I'm going to make this invite only because it's always what we got to do. I don't want anybody popping in randomly. I enjoy linking up with people. I enjoy planning things. And that is just how I'm just one of those people at this point. Not because I've always been that way, but because after having so many appointments and so many things, and then 2 young children in grade school and middle school, yeah, it is definitely preferable to plan. It's definitely gotten that way for sure. So as soon as I get over here, guys, we are going to, I got to get my headphones turned on and get them up and running. Then we'll be good to go. Let me go ahead and get these on. They're going to be, they always go max volume when you turn them back on and off, or off and back on, and I don't know why such an expensive headset would do that. It depends on your definition of expensive. I think hundreds of dollars is enough for the volume to be set, but god dang. Once we get over here, our first tent is going to go down, and we're going to be set up and ready to go for some multiplayer long distance rifle hunting. Let's go. I'm going to try and look for the most visible spot ever. And from there, we're going to be taking some shots. Honey, definitely get yourself, your Rangemaster 338, and also get yourself, what else? I would suggest, the 308, the Zarza 308. Okay. Or the Stradivarius, if you have that. The Zarza will do a little better for some animals, but we're going to be doing nothing but long distance, so you can carry probably 3 rifles if you have room for it. You can put your Fox Pro up, because we got mine if we need it. So make sure you put all your extra sights up, and just get, it's going to be daylight for pretty much all of it. So make sure that you get, you know, like your 2 longest distance rifle sights, your Rangemaster 338, and then we need to pick your other rifles. We'll start with those. Because you could do the Stradivarius, that sights in it, that shoots longer. It's a longer shooting gun than the Maradi 1894 lever action, right? So you could do that. Let's see about this, guys. Let's see if this will do right here. But I need to invite you to the game, first of all. That's what I need to do. I just realized that Booney texted me back and I never got it. All right, so let me get this. Can't leave us an awesome person like Booney hanging, because Booney is a wonderful supporter, fun guy to play with, great mentality. Love that guy. So let's get over here and see how far we can place this where it's not really going to be an issue. I don't want to mess around with it so much where it's hard to get out of the tent, because if it looks like it's going to be hard to get out of the tent, then it will. That'll work right there. And then every time we spawn in here, we turn around and boom. Actually, we might even put it just a smidge closer. Spook range is like, what, 250, 270? So, you know, we might put it just a smidge closer and see what that does. That way we can just instantly see what's there. But I also don't want to spook more animals. The further back it is, the better. Yeah, we'll probably do further back if we can. The other side of that river is unattainable to us, so. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we cannot make it to that bridge. So we're just going to have to go here and make sure we don't go actually outside of the map. So outside of the map is right here. So we will place this just about as far as we can. Yep. That's the line. Watch out, Hank. God dang it, Hank, you freaking... Hank is special, guys. Hank is super special. There we go. I want the door to be, like, kind of angled up a little bit like that, so there's no chance that I'm going to get stuck in there. All right, so let's go ahead, honey, and come with me over here to this tent on the south, or sorry, on the west side of the map. I think it's pretty well, like, yeah, pretty well directly in the middle of west. Yep. And I'm going to place another one, actually, right here once I get there. So you do you, boo-boo. And I'm going to drive from this real quick to get this set up. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking I will. So I might go put a tent way out here, right? So I can see very far out this way. Then I might put one way up here so I can see very far out this way. You know, something like that right there.
Do I need any lures at all?
You need no lures whatsoever. I'm going to go ahead and head over here to where our next spot is that we're going to actually do this thing from. So probably right about Cha. That's probably going to be a really good spot, right, Cha? That right there is going to be our next spot. So let's go over here, and I'm first going to take this trail over to this new outpost. God dang it. So I am, honey, if you want to appear with me when I drop tents, go ahead. If you don't have an outpost, tell me while I'm fast traveling to an outpost right now. And I will get you that outpost with my tent because I have my tent out already anyway, so perfect timing. That's okay. We'll go ahead and get it for you. That's fine. I'll drop tents pretty much everywhere I go and then just pick them right back up. Are you serious? I thought I already had my tents out. Did I put them up? I did. So we have 3 tents to work with. They are going to be our grinding tents, the tents we use for grinding. So definitely going to have to remember to take those back with us. All right, so let's see here. Let me place this tent as soon as I can. Here he goes. Here you go, babe. There it is. All right, it is down and ready. It is hot. Could you turn on the AC, babe, real quick? Thank you. Go ahead and grab your 4-wheeler too while you're here, honey, and we will get that going. Yeah, we had a light bulb going up for sure. The kids were even mentioning it. So follow this trail to my right and then take my second left. We'll just mark it. We'll just mark the left. So once we get this set up, y'all, it's just going to be long distance rifle hunting the whole dang time. Lynx, mountain reindeer, and brown bear are on the menu. And that is what we got to work with right now for long distance multiplayer stuff because of how difficult everything is with multiplayer at the moment. Which is all right. I'm not going to gripe and moan about it too much. That's my nose spray. Yep. Good thing, too. I can't wait to get that surgery done to be able to breathe. Benjamin, have you been getting any good trophies lately? Honey, look, we got to get gold links for $1,000. We're already doing that. Moose, we can harvest moose for $4,000. And then that's about it. But why does it keep doing that where I select 3 challenges and it gives me 2? Late and late. Okay, so we got that moose. So, honey, if you want to do the links, the moose, and the Leighton Lake challenges, okay? On the daily challenges. I can't hear you, though, because your mic is up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So take a left up here, honey, where you see where I'm at. I don't know if you can see my waypoint or not. But right here, take a left at my waypoint, and then there's an outpost up there. We're going to grab that just because it's on the way on a trail, and then we're going to go up to the point where we're actually going to put our tents down. And that's going to help us to be able to save a ton of time walking to get some kills. Hopefully, we can really put some stuff down. Now, do you have your zeroing capability leveled up where you can zero in all the way to 300? Okay, we're probably going to try and take a bunch of 300-meter shots while taking turns. That way, we can let them calm down in between shots. And they won't actually run away. We just wipe the whole herd. Well, no, actually, no, because the pressure will create a dead zone every time. So, never mind. We are going to take turns at 150. 150 is probably where we're going to take most of our shots. So, do you have an 8 to 16 times, or do you have a 4 to 12 times scope? The 8 to 16 you can purchase, I think, but it's in the store with only actual in-game currency. So yeah, the 4 to 12 means 12 times magnification is its max distance. So 8 to 16 is the only one further than that, because you go from 12 to 16. So if you have an 8-16 by 42 or whatever it is, then definitely get that. If you don't, your 4 to 12 is going to be the best one you got. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive to this location, honey, and put down a tent. So you just get your guns ready while I'm working on that. Okay. Definitely not gonna go down that way though. That's for sure. Whatever, four-wheeler. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, we lived. Okay. We're gonna hoof it. We're gonna hoof it. Honestly, through all this mess, it's not going to be a whole lot quicker. It'll be quicker, but not a whole lot quicker. We popped out to there first. We might be able to get down that road and then drive on an ATV, but then it's going to be more out of the way anyway, so. So once I get there, honey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy that. I'm going to place the tent down. You don't have to travel that tent yet because I'm immediately going to get a four-wheeler from it and drive all the way down to here and place one more at this exact point right here. Well, you can't see it, I guess, but... Is he? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he's like looking down at his bar.
Yeah. Poor guy. Tracked the links here last night. Think I scared him off good. All right, cool. You know, all the XP we could be getting from all this stuff. I would love it if they would just, it's hard enough to level up 3 times in a row once you get to like level 50. It's ridiculous to me that they made the points the way they made them, where you basically have to spend the points nearly the same way every time because you have to spend so many points at tier 0 to open up tier 1. It should be level based. Like once you get to a high enough level, you open up different tiers, because when you spend your money to reset your points like I did, it's so easy to forget that you can't really spend them much differently. Because you have to, like the first category, you can get like 1 to like anywhere from 1 to 3 or 4 levels, right? So like for this, for example, is exactly what I'm talking about on these skills. So on Stalker, locate tracks, you can get up to 3 levels on that, or you can get up to 4 levels on Scent Tinkerer, right? So the issue with all that, we got a nice female moose in front of us. The issue with all that for me is that they require, they're on that 2 to 4 right there, you have to spend at least 2 points on it to get to the next tier, or sorry, not the next tier, but to get to tier 2, because the options they give you are ridiculous. These options are not very well worth it. You have to spend at least 5 points to get to tier 2. Well, there's only a total of 9 points. It's only a total of 9 points from tier 1 and below. So you don't get very many options, because even though there's 9 points, multiple categories of that are the same. There's only 4 categories that you have to spend 5 points on to get tier 2 level, tier 2 access. And to me, it's just not a smart system to do that, because you cap it out at 60, where this is basically if you want to split your points up, this is basically the way to do it. It's like 8 on one and 4 on the other, or somewhere around that ballpark, maybe 9 on one and 3 on the other. And it really makes it where you can't get some of the things you want, which I know there is some point to that. That's on purpose. Like to some degree, you don't want to have every single stinking ability. But if you could just have 12 points total, which is all you get anyway for 13, for a category that can have up to 13, you know, then just let them spend it how they want. Just make it where like you unlock tier 4 at level 50 or something, instead of based on how many points you've already spent. Because then what they do, guys, what I did, and what I think is ridiculous, and I've Googled it, other people think it is too. I love this game, but I gripe and moan about some things. I'm trying to be a critic in a good way, though. Maybe other people will communicate this enough, and then they'll actually kind of change it a little bit. But that sounds like a good one. That's a bull moose. We got a lynx right there. But yeah, if they would change that, that would be great, because I hate spending $45,500 to get 1 point off of my stalker track just to make it where I can't even barely use it on my ambusher track. So it's and some of these things on the stalker track are extremely hard to go without. For example, let me see here. For example, on the stalker track, I absolutely, you know, locate tracks is one that I could actually do without because I have a tracking dog. Well, what do you know? I can't do without it because I'm required to spend at least 1 to 2 points minimum on that to get to tier 2 and like access or whatnot, because I have to spend 5 points. And so you're not going to pass up. You're not going to, just wanted to let you know you're like in my top 5 Call of the Wild YouTubers. I appreciate that an absolute ton, dude. I appreciate it an absolute ton. I'm super excited. I'm a variety streamer, right? Well, guess what? Call of the Wild has been the best. While I'm sitting here kind of critiquing it a little bit, right? Call of the Wild, I will say, guys, has been the absolute best to us. Because whenever I reached out to their support about like, hey, the multiplayer is kind of broken, you know, I can't really get, if me and my wife both get in a ground blind together, nothing will come in within like 150, 200 meters of us, depending on the animal, you know. And they're like, we're aware of it. Hey, we're so sorry about that. We want to let you know we're fixing it. Call of the Wild is a great game. So Benjamin, that means a ton to me that that you like my my streams of Call of the Wild, because I greatly enjoy it. Like I said, I'm a variety channel guy. I do a lot of variety compared to most streamers. What's up, Grave Peeper? How are you doing, bro, Chacho? I do a lot of variety compared to most streamers because I do 5-6 games a week every week, different video games. But in the process of that, I found out that this classic that I've been enjoying without streaming for years actually turned out to be a good one to stream. And that is, yep, okay, whoa, went too far. I marked that outside the reserve. The line for it is over here. Line for it's over here, so that's not, usually that little line right there is pretty close. Pretty darn close, but I guess that's not the case all the time, so. Well, good. We're trying to get as... Well, good. That is greatly appreciated, Whiff. Guys, the Whiff found a bunch of cool stuff. Okay. Whoa, yeah. So the lines on this are not actually, the lines on the map this time around are not lining up actually with where the end of the map is. And so you kind of find that out the hard way, like I do sometimes. But here we go, guys. We got what we wanted out of it. Boom. All right, honey. There is that new tent location. I'm gonna go place the last one, and guys, then we're gonna get to blasting these things. Thank you very much, Benjamin. Also, you actually look at your live chat. I appreciate that very much, even though it took me a second to see that one. I would look at it better if I could hear the notifications. The dings you guys hear that notify me, I have to hear those through my headphone because they're actually audible out loud because I'm playing on a console, right? So, I try my best, and I appreciate that very much, Benjamin. All right, guys, we're going to drive to our last location. It's going to be way quicker this time. We're going down here. So we got one tent all the way up here at the highest, most visible point down this way, right? We're going to be able to see all the way to here. And we got one all the way on the bottom left of the river. This river is just riddled with lynx, mountain reindeer, and brown bear, y'all, and wolves at the right time. So we're going to go up here. The last one we're going to do is we're going to go up here, and at this very peak of this little ice spot that's poking out a little bit, that's going to give us the longest visibility left and right. It's not because it's the furthest out. So we're going to put a tent right there, and we're going to have all three locations just primed and ready. How is Grave Peeper doing, bro? I love those emotes. I finally figured out my window setup, guys, where I can see all the chats and everything the way I need to. I had to, computer life is very new to me. I've just had a computer for a couple of months, 2 or 3 months now, since like February-ish. So, finally figured out how to do some of the Windows stuff where I got it all sized perfectly. So I can see the emotes, I can see the channel point redemptions, and I can see all the chats. Except for I can't see super chats and emotes from the tube, which we don't really get a whole lot of super chats. We don't get any. But, anyway, we haven't actually reached, I think, the level you have to be to have super chats yet, so I don't even know what I'm saying, but we can see at least all the text, and we can see all the stuff we need to see. But once we get this last tent set up, guys, this is going to be our regular setup. We will get all three of these tents back for the road deer grind starting on the week after the 17th. But right now, our goal is at least one tent a day. So if we can play enough Call of the Wild as many days of the week as we can. I can only play so much with my wrists. My tendons are messed up. But if we can play enough to get 16 grand a day, we will get at least 16 maps plus some tripods for the road deer grind. We're going to start with the hardest grind. We've never done any grinds. We're going to start with the absolute hardest grind. And you better believe I'm stoked. I'm super excited about it, guys. It might take weeks and weeks and weeks because we only get to play so many hours a week at this game, and it's called a grind for a reason. I'm willing to bet you. But we are absolutely going to enjoy it. We're going to enjoy the process and try to be as efficient about it as we can. Quattro Colinas, we just bought it with our reward money for Ultimate Game Pass. and it's gonna be amazing. I'm using one hand. My left thumb is on, sorry, my right thumb is on the left stick while I use my pinky to actually grip the trigger to make the ATV go forward so I can breathe at the same time. I'm actually doing a mule deer grind on ASCII Ridge right now. I've heard that ASCII Ridge, that is the place to do a mule deer grind. Mule gear grind, whatever I'm trying to say. So I'm definitely, I'm going to be doing roe deer. Good luck with that too. Good luck with that. I hope you get a really good great one, a very highly rated great one. But yeah, I am super pumped, guys. Super duper pumped to be doing the roe deer grind, and to be hearing about y'all's grinds too, Benjamin and everybody else, because we now have a whole category on Discord dedicated, as you already know, dedicated to sharing to Call of the Wild with, you know, trophy sharing channels and general chat channels and help me find this animal channels and voice chats and all that jazz. And I have a private channel that nobody can access yet, ready to go for the event. I will say, quick disclaimer, guys, quick disclaimer, you will have to have Discord, and if you can't participate, that is fine. We're also doing keyword giveaways for subscribers on Twitch, so there's multiple chances to win. Unfortunately, you do have to be a paid subscriber for that one, but nonetheless, guys, even if neither one of those works out, we'll be happy just to have you with us on the stream. And I try to accommodate people best I can, but I have to make sure that I'm not that I'm not liable to mess up the giveaway or get myself in any sort of trouble. So it's going to be on Discord because that's a public server. That's where all the confirmations can be. Keeps me from having to personally message people, right? Because that's not a big liability, but it can be a liability, you know? So, very big question. What is up, Brent? What is the very big question, bro, Chacho? Ask away, my friend. Ask away. Any and all questions are awesome. I love them. They entertain me. If I ask a question, would you answer it, please? As long as it is appropriate and well-intended. Those are the only rules for questions. You can ask me a million questions. I enjoy questions. If, as long as it's well-intended, you're not trying to be, like, you know, sarcastic or passive-aggressive or toxic, and as long as it's appropriate. If you ask me where babies come from, you know, you're pushing it. But, no, you ask me what you feel like, my friend. You ask me what you feel like, my friend. Can you help me make with my money? Yeah, absolutely. I can help you with your money making. I can absolutely help you with your money making. I can advise you on it. I can try to help you with it in person. But right now, there is a glitch. There is a glitch. Yep, on Hunter Call of the Wild. Absolutely. So there is a glitch right now where animals can sense you way too easily when you're near each other on multiplayer. Like I've said probably 1,000 times, you've all heard me say it 1,000 times. I've emailed them at their website about it. They responded and said they're aware of it and fixing it at some point, trying to. But so I might struggle to help you with money a little bit. I might struggle to help you with money a little bit if I'm right next to you in the game, but I can try either way. And I can also tell you what the best ways to make money are. But you know, one thing I will say is don't money glitch. There are some glitches in the game. People are flat modding servers now where they have nothing but great ones, like great one Miriam Turkey and stuff like that. Just do it the right way, guys. You'll ruin the game for yourself if you just take the whole purpose of the game and glitch everything out and mod everything. But yes, my friend, I can help you with money making. Just let me know how you want me to, or if you need advice on it, or if you're looking to actually link up and make some money, then we can do any one of those. I will say, can you join me on my map and help me? So I can't do it right now because I'm playing with my wife. She's back there. I'm playing with my wife, and we're getting set up for some long distance rifle hunting for this stream. I do prefer to plan streams out. I also now am doing the first Wednesday of every month. The evening stream will be playing with viewers, so we can all group up together and play then. And I can try to link up other times, but I struggle to. I can't join you right this second, though. I can help you verbally, or we can link up some other time, probably. I will say, if you have Emerald Coast, that's the best map to make money on. That is the absolute best map to make money on, is Emerald Coast, without a shadow of a doubt. Because if you're looking to make money from animals, you can Google it yourself. The best animal for making money is crocodiles. If you go to Emerald Coast and you walk along the river and the eastern coast, you will absolutely rake in the cash for animal kills. And they will come and chase you, so make sure you get your free 454 Sunbird pistol that they give you in the game for free. Get that from the store and take it to the crocodiles and get yourself some crocodiles for, if you pass the harvest check, they're about up to about $1,500-$1,600 a kill for a good male, and about $12-$13 for a female. You're fine, baby. Just fast travel. Okay, I will check with you. I will check the price of that map. Yeah, it's a good one. And if you're looking for money on a map you have, just tell me what you got. Just tell me what you got, and I'll tell you what I think. This is my opinion. I'm not some guru at the game. Most other people who would stream this probably stream exclusively this game. I don't, but I can advise you best I can try to. So if you want to know the best way to make money on another map, just go ahead and tell me what you got. And if you have Xbox, go ahead and make sure you use your Xbox. What I do is I use my Xbox rewards to get about $10 a month worth. If you claim them all the time and really don't break your streaks and use your mobile app to claim your points every time you get them, you'll get big streaks. You'll get more points. And then you'll be able to use those points more effectively and you can get about $10 a month for free for just having Ultimate Game Pass and rewards. Just click it every time it pops up. You got rewards, click on it every single time. Open your phone and click on it every single time and get those 7-day streaks. Play 15 minutes of an Ultimate Game Pass game every single day and then collect it on your phone every single time, and you'll make $10 a month. If you just don't break your streak, you'll make $10 a month that way. So then you can use that. Most of my DLC, guys, just the last stream I did, I bought Quattro Colinas and I bought 1 or 2 DLCs. I bought a cosmetic DLC, Quattro Colinas, and some feeder, like multiple feeder packs and stuff like that, all with Ultimate Game Pass reward money. My only other maps than the starter is Parque Fernando, and I play on PS5. So I can't join you personally because I'm an Xbox, but I will say if you're looking to make money those ways, then you're definitely just going to want to do, I don't know how new you are to the game. This right here is the key. This is the biggest money maker. We will make about, when we're doing solo by ourselves every Wednesday, we'll make about 30, 40, maybe sometimes 50 grand a day and spend it right back down to nothing. But the daily challenges, you just want to pick the most expensive ones you can do for the maps you have. That's it. Just pick don't get the experience. It's very easy to level up without the experience. One successful harvest of an animal is like hundreds of experience on a lot of animals, and at like 150 on the ones that are not. So the experience, I don't know why I clicked 1,000 experience. I thought that was $1,000 on the links as I'm talking about it. That's ironic. But click the challenges. Map name again, and it's crazy how you make that much. Thank you very much. There's a lot of people. So Emerald Coast. Emerald Coast is the one that has the crocodiles. Crocodiles are the highest paying animal to like easily get. You can get 1,500 from a brown bear too, but you're not gonna be able to get as many as quickly. Crocodiles will come chase you. They're all over the place, and they're on the east side of the river and the east coast on that map. And you can take a long distance rifle if you got a Range Master 338. If you have a 7mm, which is cheaper to get, do not get the hollow points. It will not get enough penetration to kill most animals. The 7mm kills class 7 to 9 animals, but it won't even make it through on a lung shot on a moose if you use the hollow point. It's broken. Statistically, if you look at the penetration, it should be able to handle it easily, but it can't. I've actually harvested successfully killed moose that were nice big moose with a perfect lung shot twice. 2 perfect lung shots on it. Looked at the X-ray. X-ray showed the bullet going straight towards the moose's lung, dead center in it. I shot it from like 30 meters away. 60 meters the first time, 30 meters the second time, something like that. And I was like, how is this moose not hitting vitals? The 7mm Magnus or whatever it is, guys, a 7mm rifle for class 7 to 9 animals, just don't get it. It sounds like a lot more money, $30,000 more dollars to get the range master. The range master is great, and 30,000 is not that much if you do daily challenges. Just do missions and daily challenges, and you'll rake it in. So, let's see here, guys. Let's go ahead and get the rifles we want. Honey, what did I say we wanted? What did I say we wanted for rifles? The range master. Yep. The 3, yep. That's exactly what we want. So this is one situation where we will use the Stradivarius. That's exactly perfect. So 338. So I'm just going to put it all up and get it all up the right way. So we need 308 ammo. We need 270 for the Stradivarius, 308 for the Zarza, and 338 for the Rangemaster. And that'll get us all the way from class. No, we need a class 2 weapon, don't we? Because links are not. What class are links, guys? What class? They're class 2, aren't they? They're not class 3. They're class 2 is what I'm thinking. I'm going to pull up my comprehensive list here. My little list that I've made. All right, guys. So Medved Taiga, the lynx, the Eurasian lynx. Hello. That light scared the crap out of me. Oh, they are class 3. Okay. I don't know how a lynx is class 3 and a coyote is class 2. Pretty similar in size, I think. But anyway, so yeah, we can use, Stradivarius, Zarza 308. Stradivarius, honey, we're only going to use on class 3 animals. Okay, that's it. And so, is the Stradivarius 4 through 8? Is it? Ah, God, it is, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot. I was thinking Marathi for some reason. Marathi lever action. Okay, 243, honey, get the 243. Okay. So put up the 270, get the 243, the 308, and 338. And don't forget, hollow point, guys. Hollow point bullets on the 243 are free. What's up, Atlas? How are you doing, bro? Chacho? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Guys, June 17th, you can win gift cards. You can win gift cards for joining us. Anybody can play on any platform on solo player maps and still win a gift card. We're going to be giving away 2. We did qualify for a payout. Guess what, guys? So we're going to give away 2 $25 gift cards to the top, or to the 2 winners. It's going to be a raffle, so there's not one top winner, but the raffle. You can't win both. But we're gonna do a raffle. You're going to get tickets for female kills, and you do not even have to pass the harvest check. Female kills, no harvest check required on Leighton Lakes from any platform. As long as you have Discord, you can participate. So, 243, 308, and 338. So 243, 308, the Zarza 308, and then Rangemaster 338. Okie doke. All right, let's see here. Put your dog up if you have one. I'm going to keep maybe one dog with us, but even I'm probably honestly going to put him up just because we're in multiplayer and it's so busted. So, well, thank you so much for that subscribe, Gavin. I greatly appreciate that. Guys, the June 17th giveaway. Don't miss it, guys. After that, we're going to be starting our first ever grind. We've never done any grinds. We've just hunted. We're going to be doing our first one. We just bought the map for it, Roe Deer. We're starting with the hardest grind. That's going to be starting immediately after June 17th on our first monthly. It'll be a monthly event that we do every month where you can win gift cards. All right, let's see here. Let me get this set up and stop yapping. All right, 243 and then 308. I like to do them in order, obviously, because I'm OCD. Let me make sure we got everything we need here. Scent Eliminator. I either need to get my medkits out of storage or I need to buy more medkits. Consumables. Why is clothing under consumables? All right. So anyway, we do have some medkits. We just don't have them in on our person. So let's go ahead and get that. There we go. What is going on? I was going to say this again because I don't know if you saw it, but I don't make enough to buy a $60,000 gun. Oh, sorry. I missed it. I'm so sorry, Brachacho. I am so sorry I missed that. I will catch them eventually, guys. If it takes 2 or 3 minutes, sometimes I know it's a long time. I don't get the notifications in my ear. But yeah. Yeah, you would definitely not want to buy the $30,000 gun. Like I said, 60,000 might sound a lot. You could make that in 2 days of playing the game. I promise, if you do it the right way. And it's not hard either. It's just the challenges. If you do the weekly challenge and daily challenges for 3 or 4 days in a row, I will guarantee you will have over $60,000 easily. Easily. Just pick the highest paying ones that you can do with your maps on the daily challenges, and then when you're done with those, go do the storylines, go do the missions. 6,000, not 60. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, you might not have enough now, but what you want to do, the big thing I run into people saying early on too is, oh, I can't make that because I don't have the equipment to make that. Oh, yes, you do. And I don't mean you, I mean anybody. The Ranger 243 guys can put down a bear. Can't it? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Can't it? What class is Black Bear? I'm pretty sure Black Bear is 6. But anyway, the first guns you want to get is a 243, which you have for free. The Stradivarius is the second one you want to buy if you're just hunting the 2 maps that you get, right? And then skip the 7mm, go straight up to the Rangemaster 338 for class 9 animals for the actual non-DLC guns. Those are the only options. Don't do it another way. Don't do it another way. It's not worth it. But you can absolutely get the free 454 Sunderberg pistol. It can take down class 9 animals ethically. And it's free in this shop, or at least it was when I downloaded the game, and I think it's been ever since. But you can get a free pistol that'll take down class 9 animals. All right, let me go ahead and heal up here, guys, once I get my consumable assigned. And we're going to reset the time and finally start killing something. So let's go ahead and reset that time after I slap this on. Boom. And here we go. All right, so we're going to be doing probably about 5 in the morning, probably 4:30 in the morning, 4:30 because the links get there at 3, so 4:30 is when they'll be there. Everything else will show up as it shows up. 5 might be a slightly better time, but we'll work with what we got. But yeah, dude, I promise, man, you kill a bunch of crocodile, do some weekly challenges, in 1 week you will have enough for the, get your nighttime scopes, honey, get your nighttime scopes, for sure. Definitely get your nighttime scopes. Now, that doesn't mean you have to do that. I'm just telling you what's going to be worth it, like, longer run stuff, because you don't want to spend 30 grand on a gun you're never going to use. Nobody should ever use the 7mm the way it is. It just doesn't work unless you use polymer tips. You can do it with polymer tips, but you can't take no chest shots and count on it. Binoculars, nighttime binoculars. Where's my nighttime binoculars? Night vision binoculars. Here we go. All right, guys, we are 1000% set up and ready to go. And so, honey, the first little bit is going to be at nighttime, clearly. But that's okay. If you have your nighttime scopes, then we should be fine. And since we're in the middle and we got an east one, we're going to hit east. I can't buy another map, but I clicked on the challenges and it won't say. If it does that, if you click on the challenges right here and it goes down and it says loading and it won't ever pull them up or says can't pull them up, you have to back out of your game, select it, and quit the game entirely. So on Xbox, I go to the home page, I select the game with the start button, and I go down to quit, just shut off the game, and then re-log into the game, and then those challenges will pop up. So if you ever can't access your challenges, log out and back in, and you'll have them. But make sure, very important, when you guys are logging out of this game, if you see that little diamond flashing, that little tiny thing, it's not very obvious, that little tiny thing flashing, little hexagon, don't shut the game down at that time. Don't shut the game down at that time because you will mess up your save data, potentially. Probably won't, but you can. So just restart the game, like restart the whole game. You don't have to shut off your system per se. Look, I'm turning invisible because of the green reflecting off the screen in my face. But anyway, so just look at that. Anyway, so just restart the game entirely, and then the DLC content, both the store and the challenges, will be ready to go. That's just your profile not logging all the way out and in the way you want it to. And this might not be what we want, honey. Let's go ahead and fast travel down here. There's a bunch of links down here on the southwest end of the map, or sorry, southwest end of this river. So, you ever watched Stranger Things? I have not. I have not watched Stranger Things. I'm not a big horror person when it comes to screens. I will go walk out in the middle of the woods in the night in real life, but I will not watch The Mummy. That's how much I can't stand stuff on a screen. Probably has something to do with how my brother quite literally tied me to chairs as a kid and blasted horror movies in front of me and held my eyes open to make me watch them while shoving cheese in my mouth, which I puke when I eat, right? I kid you not, he thought that was funny. Just good old classic sibling torture, and a lot of it. So Don't go behind the tent, honey. It will boot you. It will boot you in 10 seconds if you do. Guys, we're going to be getting some links up here. Make sure, honey, that you got your nighttime scope, your nighttime binos if you have that, but really make sure that you got the right bullet and stuff you want for your Ranger 243. That's the one you're going to use for links. Oh, crap. It was crazy. The games my brother used to play. Another game he used to play was my dad was one of those dads that had that gigantic home gym back in the 90s and 2000s when home gyms took up way more space. The entire library book room, the entire room was just entirely encompassed and devoured by this gigantic weightlifting machine that had stations all around it. And my brother would duct tape and tie me and handcuff me to this, and then have me he'd walk to the other room and then tell me, try to escape. It's a game, try to escape. And then when I would somehow escape, I would love it. I thought it was so fun. And then the rule was that if I did escape, I had to tell him how. And then he would try again more thoroughly. And there were times, there were very, very few times where it didn't work. I kid you not, guys. I found out how to get out. It was the toy handcuffs, but what they would do is they would even take the toy handcuff that had the safety release, take a pair of pliers and cut off the safety release. You had a real pair of handcuffs. And so taped, tied, and cuffed to a freaking home gym. And then sometimes stuff like that in front of a freaking horror movie at like 5 years old. Wow, what an interesting time. Well, I'm watching it right now. Yeah. Good luck with that, bro, Chacho. I will definitely not be joining that experience. That is for sure. I am horrible with horror movies now, guys. And so probably some sort of psychological stuff going on with that, obviously. But I don't care. I mean, I don't ever really have a need for horror movies. I feel like they're kind of, they're entertaining for a lot of people. I can see how, but I'm never ever too worried about it. Where are the links, y'all? Where are the links? I know we got some up here from 3 to 6 and it's 4:51, so we're definitely gonna have some in this direction. We're just too far away still, I think. Or what do you know? We're in multiplayer. Multiplayer don't freaking work. So there's that. Oh, honey, there we go. There's the links. So you can take that one, honey. It's traveling, but it will stop to drink because it's on the river. Just make sure that you crouch and walk, even at this distance. We got plenty of time until they leave. They won't leave till 6 a.m. So we got a little over an hour's game time, which means like 15 minutes real time. But, oh, he's giving us a nice shot right there, too. He's giving us he's right there, way ahead, just a little bit left of due east. It's about 330 to 450 meters away. The rendering distance for animals on consoles is about 400 max, depending on how open of a view you have. So you generally, honey, there's a bunch of animals up here that we can't see because they're there, but they're not rendered in visually for us just yet. And that's all right. But hopefully you can see my outline of him as I spot him for you. It's purple. On your screen, it's probably red. But if you turn off your light, I'll take off the. No, there's no way you can see that yet. We're gonna see him in a second. Go ahead and stand up and walk. Just standing. Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and stand up and walk a little bit because it's gonna take way too long if we crouch. Multiplayer is just so broken, guys, that we have to be extra cautious. So he's calm still. As soon as he says, here's another tip for you guys. When you spot them and it shows the information early on, it'll just say calm all the time. And it really shouldn't, because it's supposed to be that, that's not there at all unless you purchase with your skill points the ability, your skill points, the ability to see if the animals are calm or not. There's multiple of them up ahead, honey. I think we just spooked one to our right. A mountain reindeer. There we go. So we got 2 links up here. Yep, there's a bear. You can take the bear if you want to. We're just gonna have to get up close. How is it fleeing? How is the bear fleeing from 300 meters away. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's a prime example of why we can't really do multiplayer that efficiently. That's why long distance stuff like this is our only option. Honey, I have no, unless something else spooked it, but I don't think something else spooked it. Let's go ahead and get this one done right here. That one's rated 21 to 23, but we want to get rid of its need zone. So let's get up to about 150 of it. I'll let you scoot up a little closer and take the shot. I'm not even going to move anymore because I don't want to add any more presence. This is 250 away. Okay. So I'm going to mark it so that you can see the exact distance. I'm going to mark where he actually is because on my screen he's 248. So I got that mark. That exact mark, honey, is his distance from us perfectly. So use that to get into 150 of them. I'm playing with my wife, the wonderful Mrs. Mecca. So Mrs. Mecca is going to creep up here on this links, guys. Now we do have that issue where multiplayer again is kind of broke. They can sense you way too easily, but that's all right. Not going to cry about it too much. I'm just letting everybody know, just in case anybody's wondering why you might not see some great hunting. But we're just kind of having fun, guys. I miss my wife. I want to hang out with my wife. So she's going to go up there and get that one. And then these ones will probably bust us. We'll probably get busted from the gunshot because they're all so sensitive, but that's okay. So yeah, as long as you're 140 to 160 from it, honey, you can shoot it right there. The bear is also right there in the grass, but I couldn't mark him through the grass. And we have wolves. Get ready, honey. I might, guys. Mrs. Mecca is the queen of getting killed. What's up, Deer Slayer? Tell her I said hi. Deer Slayer says hi. Deer Slayer says hi, honey. She says hello. Mrs. Mecca is awesome, y'all. And I'm so sorry that my face is half deleted. The reflection from the screen makes my face a little green, and then the green screen does it. We got a warning call, honey, right there. There's a deer 123 for me right now, so you can take that if you want as well. It's entirely up to you. I'm a crouch. That way it's not so nervous. But yeah, every time I hold up my nighttime binos, half my face will get deleted. Such a shame. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. And then here we are. Creepy. Not creepy. Creepy. Not creepy. Creepy. Welcome to the stream. Going away. Anyway. Did you shoot it? Did you shoot it? You did. It's down. It's dead. It's dead. Good shot, babe. Good shot. Guys, we will also, in about a month or two, we're going to have a second capture card. A second capture card hooked up to her Xbox feeding to the same computer. We will be able to do dual capture card streaming, which means I will be able to do like full resolution, picture perfect second screen showing a second whole hunter's view. So that's going to be awesome. So we're going to be doing monthly giveaways, play with viewers monthly. And there's going to be, we're starting out with 4 gift cards on the first giveaway. So I'm super excited about it. Monthly giveaways, play with viewers, second screen coming up. It's all going to be awesome, guys. And I'm super excited about it. Call of the Wild has definitely been the best thing for us. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these links if you're okay with that, honey.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So we're going to get up to about 150 here. Just stay laying down if you could, honey. And then I'm going to take up a links. We're just going to keep walking up this way, guys, because long distance stuff is really our best option. That bear is actually right there, honey. And it's calm now. So I'll take that bear if you're okay with that, honey. Just to get, she's a female, so I'll just get rid of her. Okay. 2 bear? Okay, so that's a, okay, I'm going to take the worst one of the 2. They're alert. See, they're 200 to 250 out, and they're still so alert that me crouching is spooking them because there's 2 of us near each other. So that's how broken it is right now. But that's all right. Let's side in for 150 and shut up and shoot this thing. That should be a dead bear. Heart shot for sure. Heart shot for sure. Yep. Oh, the male, the level 5 medium. None were good. Hey, honey, you can shoot that one if you want. Well, let's check the pressure. Mid pressure, we can do one more. We can do one more max. Up to you, honey. You shoot the bear, or we can shoot the lynx, possibly. The lynx are closer. They're attentive. So that one right there, you want to sight in for 150 if you're standing about where I am, which you are. You're close enough. You're close enough. Just shoot mid to high on the lung. What is going on, HML? How are you doing? How is everybody doing today? Thank you guys for joining me on this spontaneous hunt. It's not totally spontaneous. It's the Thursday evening stream, but we pick what we want on Thursday evenings. We do Thrustmaster, flight stick games. I was doing Microsoft Flight Simulator earlier, but the second stream on Thursdays is always whatever the heck we feel like. So welcome to the show, y'all. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, June 17th, you can win gift cards. We're gonna have 4 gift cards given away, 2 for the hunters and 2 for the subscribers on Twitch. So can I look at your message, please? Yeah, I can look at it. Where's my phone at? I won't look at it with my Xbox screen. I don't have a message so far. Not that I'm seeing. I have been great, HML. How are you doing? Dear Slayer, did you send it on Discord or on Xbox? Are you in our... it's got to be on Xbox. I don't got a message so far, bro, Chacho. Let's go get these animals, though. Did you shoot something over there, too? You got 2 lynx, babe. Good job. Lynx are hard to get. Lynx are significantly challenging. Deer Slayer, you might have to check and make sure that it's sent or gone through. And I'm going to have to get my phone on the charger because it's about to die. Good at the lake right now. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Sounds great. Still don't get no message. It might not come through for me, bub. I don't know if it will or not. Atlas, my brother, if you're still with us, man, how are you doing? How are you doing? I think I might have asked you earlier. I don't know if it went through because ads pop up at any random time. So if I ask the same thing multiple times, guys, I have no idea when someone's getting an ad. I have no idea. So I might ask you 2 or 3 times. Hope you're doing great, Atlas. Hope you're smashing some Super Smash Bros. Lake sounds fun. The lake definitely sounds fun.
Honey, wait till you see the shot on your bear.
Is it a good shot on my bear? She said, wait till I see the shot on my bear, y'all. I've been doing some heart shots recently, y'all. Been doing some heart shots. And I'm really going for the heart more often. I've never really dialed it in that much, but they're just not that hard. Honey, this is yours right here. I love doing the x-ray. You want me to collect it for you? It's not really a trophy. Okay, all right. Guys, yeah, she got a nice double lung, top of the double lung. She got very high on it, but nonetheless, 2 lungs, and that is a past harvest. She shot it from 168 meters. Way to go, Mrs. Mecca. And yeah, she got it with, what weapon did you use? The 243, obviously, duh. It was a level 6 hard for Mrs. Mecca. We'll take it. So tracking distance was 430, whatever. She dropped where it stood. All right, guys. So we shot this thing from 172 with the 338 polymer tip and just perfectly punched her in the heart. Nothing else and nothing else needed, guys. $1,012, 700 session score and 128 XP. We're max level, so the XP doesn't matter, and it hasn't for a while, but nonetheless. What time is it for you? I prefer not to say. People have heard me say it on here before, but I just prefer not to. You know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? I just try to make sure and be as anonymous as I possibly can, more so as I go on and on. That's also why on all my posters I put like Pacific, Mountain, Central, and Eastern as much as possible. Obviously, if you guys turn into stalkers, you can probably figure out what time it is for me, but you know, I just prefer to keep it as anonymous, and I don't mean that. It doesn't bother me at all, HML. Please don't think I'm trying to be rude. I'm not offended. None of that. I just try to, if people think I'm in Antarctica, great. Cybersecurity is just getting worse and worse nowadays, and I just try to I have a friend who works in banking. I'll put it this way. You've heard me say this before, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate your understanding, my friend. I have a friend who works in banking who will sit there and tell you, "Oh yeah, wonderful day over here in Costa Rica, huh?" You know, and so he is just passed his cybersecurity anxiety right along to me, and I'm betting I'll be happy about that one day, the way things are going. All right, we got another bear up here, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead. Honey, whose turn is it? Are you sure? Are you just telling me it's mine? Guys, whose turn is it? Who killed the last animal? We're taking turns killing animals. Who killed the last one? Guys, she's lying to me, I think. She just gives me animals even if I don't deserve them. I'm just kidding. I know it's my turn. I'm just kidding. I'm getting an absolute earful right now. I said I would play with y'all if you would let me, but I'm not home right now. No worries, bro, Chacho. No worries. Everybody, just so you know, I know it's probably not as often as everybody would like it to be, but we are going to be purposely playing with the whole group monthly, the first Wednesday, the first Call of the Wild Wednesday of every month for the evening stream. We do 2 streams a day. The second stream will be nothing but playing with viewers, even if I don't have anybody join me. So, Mechanic, I need to be added as a moderator in order to remove messages. Perform this action. You can do this by clicking blah, 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 blah. Dear Slayer, please refrain from posting links. Yes, guys, please don't post links. The mods don't like it, and they're robots. But we don't really prefer that people post links too much because, not that we can stop them, but you know, we don't know what type of links they might post, and that's another liability. We can... Did a band Mechanic, my 4-wheeler today. What happened to your 4-wheeler today? I said, so yeah, Deer Slayer, everybody, if you guys want to start playing together, we're going to all start playing together on, that should be dead. She should be dead quickly. It's not a heart shot, but it's probably a double lung. I shot low, a bottom of the lung on purpose, but what are links? Like website links, like don't go to like, you know, I don't know, MichelinTire.com or something or whatever and post it on here. You know, it's like, you know, the bots are set to moderate some links. I've turned them off, but now they're, oddly enough, Streamlabs is now asking to moderate a link. Never had Streamlabs do that before, especially not for the tube, but it's asking on the tube to moderate a link. All right, guys, let's see here. I'm gonna go to that real quick. We, did somebody add a link? I didn't even see somebody actually add a link, so I don't know what they're asking for. But yeah, guys, play with us the first Wednesday of every month. We play with viewers, and the middle Wednesday of every month, the Wednesday on or after the 15th of every month, we do giveaways now for Call of the Wild, and you can win those by just playing solo player on your own map and verifying things with screenshots on Discord. So I'm super excited, guys. If you guys want to hang out and play first of the month, we're going to be able to do that with everybody. So mark your calendars if you'd like to. I don't mean to be so strict on the scheduling and stuff, but with the amount of like IRL people I try to hang out with and play different games with, it's you know. Yeah, I didn't think anybody did. I didn't see a stream, or I didn't see a link, but for whatever reason, Streamlabs was sitting there acting like somebody sent a link. Anyway, we do have another bear up here. If you would like to take this bear down, it's calm and it is 260 out, so we can get up there and take that if you want. We got some reindeer up here if you'd like to take a reindeer out instead. They're class 6. The pressure, as long as we keep moving, it's fine. We got nearly dead zone over here behind us when we took out 3 animals, but I only killed 1 animal up here, so you can pick anything you want. Any weapon you want, none of it will create too much pressure. The bear is a male. He'll probably pay you more than the reindeer. The reindeer pay all right, though. They're not bad. They're a little bit less than bear, but, you know, they're male reindeer that you pass harvest check on will be $1,000+ like $1,100. So, oh, you were riding your 4-wheeler today. Well, there you go. There you go. So, guys, I will say we want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves and not being too liable. If you guys are under the age of 18 and looking to participate in anything, we need you to please, please, please get your parents in contact with us. The safer options for me just say you have to be 18 to participate in things. I don't want to have to do that, you know. So please, if you guys can, we got the Discord. Let me go ahead and get the Discord actually in the chat with Nightbot. So here we go. There we go. Let me pin that at the top. That's pinned on one platform. Now let me get it pasted and pinned on another. Let me stop running or walking so that way I don't ruin my wife's hunt. So let's go up here. But yeah, guys, if you guys do want to participate in any giveaways or anything like that, and you are not of adult age, I either won't be able to do it, or if I get parent permission written on Discord, then I'll be able to do that. So, you know, that's the best I can probably do. I'm going to have to Google that too and make sure that I can even do that. It's not like it's illegal for me to do a giveaway per se, I don't think, to anybody under the age of 18. But nonetheless, I want to double check and make sure. I'm pretty sure it's not. It's just like, you know, you got to be careful, stuff like that. So the only way to give away gift cards on here is actually to do a digital gift card and send it to you via, you know, some sort of message. And we can message on Discord, but I prefer not to message on Discord in any way without parental permission if that's needed, if it's needed, you know, type of thing. So let me go ahead and paste this there, guys. Pinned at the top of both chats are the links to, is the link to our Discord. You don't have to join it, but if you want to participate in the gift card giveaways, we have to do it through Discord. So there's that if you want, and if not, we're glad to have you either way. Glad to have you either way. So, all right, honey. Yeah, definitely murk that thing if you want. It's 400 meters. No, it's not. 193. It's 193 from where I'm at. So if you scooch up just a little bit, you'll have a good 150 shot on it. It's 190 on the dot from where I'm at right here. So if we get just a little closer. And it's calm too. She's going to smoke this bear, guys. You can use a hollow point on that, honey, and put it right behind his armpit, and it will take him down quicker. You're not really probably going to get a heart shot on him from here. So if you want to, switch to a hollow point or soft point, whichever one it is for the range master. Soft point. Switch to a soft point with the range master and just put it right behind his elbow, his armpit elbow. Let me know when you're about lined up. I'm at 170 from right here, so keep crawling. We're being extra cautious, guys, because of the multiplayer crap. Good double lung right there on that guy, that chick. So 171 out with the 338, and we got $1,056, 136 XP, and 800 session score. Per type cinnamon. Look at that. Look at her. We'll take her. Thanks for letting me know when you were shooting. I'm just kidding, babe. I'm joking. It's fine. Yeah, he is down for the count. All right, guys. We got another bear over here. Not as preferable of a wind. We're going to leave him be, come back for him later. By the time we make our way through the whole river from different various points, we will definitely be... Cinnamon is rare. Well, I should have kept her. She was a silver cinnamon, and I didn't do that. Thank you for telling me. I'm so sorry. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. I had no idea cinnamon was rare. I know, like, certain other fur types are rare. I wasn't sure for brown bear what's rare. God dang it. Well, if I get myself another cinnamon, especially if it's gold, then I'll definitely keep it. I'm probably not going to taxidermize anything that's not a gold female or a diamond male. And gold females are very hard to come by for some species. I do have some gold females finally. Happy about that. But guys, do please tell me, educate me on anything and everything you think a streamer should know. And if I already know, then I'll tell you, and I'll still be thankful. Even if I say I already know that, you know, I'll be thankful that people are looking out for me. All right, so we do have some here. Are they not calm, honey, or are they pretty calm? So I'm gonna take this close one out right here. Okay. All right. Sound good? Sound good, bro, Chacho? Because the other ones are far enough out they might not spook. So let me take this one out, rot her. And we'll do a polymer tip at decided in at 150 and see how that. So he's down. Yeah, another hard shot. We're going for hard shots a lot lately, guys. Good. So let's let them chill for a second before we even run up there to grab them. They're calm still. Okay, just crouch. Just walk crouched for a little bit because I'm not entirely sure why they're calm. Shoot the 4. We're kind of shooting stuff based on you know, just what's not going to spook the next nearest animals because of the multiplayer stuff. So we will be shooting stuff based on location more than rating. If it's a high one like a diamond, then I'll shoot that. Use the right gun. It might be a diamond. You think, oh, the 4 is a diamond? I don't think so. 4. So I didn't see any that is for. You got to get in the 400s for diamond. But thank you for telling me. 430.23 is the starting point for diamond on mountain reindeer. I think the highest I saw was what, 360 something. It's not him on the left. I know. God dang, honey, can you help me spot? No, you don't got the trophy rating ability. Let's spot him though. 430.23 is where diamond starts in these guys. And I think he's 360-ish. There we go. Spot him, please. 360. Yeah, no. He is a gold. He is a good old gold for sure. That's all right though. No worries at all, bro, Chacho. You guys trying to help me hunt is never an offense to me. If it ever is, it's my bad. Now, I will say, guys, with the amount of health issues I have and the amount of medications I have to take, it can cause mood swings. I'm just going to be completely transparent about that. But I'll never be rude, especially on purpose. If you see me less chipper, that's what I'm talking about. I'll never be rude and hateful to you. If I ever do that, I'm deeply in the wrong for it. But I'm generally never, ever rude at all. And I try not to come off that way, especially I worry about it too much probably. But if you ever see me more chipper and less chipper, it happens. It happens. But you guys are not bothering me. Don't think you're bothering me. Don't you worry about it. Honey, there's one right next to us. There's a reindeer right there, directly to your right, like 70 meters to your right. Right there. Look at my mark. Look at my waypoint. Look at my waypoint. Okay. Take it down. Take it down. Well, it's high pressure. Don't take it down. Don't take it down. It'll be a dead zone. All right. Oh, we got a boar right in front of us. Hakuna Matata. You're lucky there's pressure here. Something. Guys, I'm so excited. Guys, we are going to fly in a plane to get my breathing fixed. I'm so pumped about that. I'm so ridiculously pumped about that. I'm so excited to be in a plane. I would love to just drive it ourselves, but it'd be like 24 to plus hours of driving total at least, not including while we're actually there. Liquid detected. Disconnect from cable charger. What liquid is... Okay, well, anyway, there's a liquid in my phone. We're going to do a wireless charging on that now. Thank you, iPhone, for looking out for that. I didn't even know iPhones could alert you when liquid is in them. All right, guys, let's see what we're going to do here. Honey, there's reindeer right behind you. They came right behind you. They're drinking directly behind you. Did you turn around and look? I don't think it doesn't show you looking the right way. What? Okay, on my screen, you're staring straight at me. On her screen, guys, she's looking at this group. So you can take whichever one you want, honey. None of them are going to be trophies, but you can take your pick. Thin out the herd, you know. So, all right, guys. Another heart shot, 136 meters out with the Czars of 308. That's right. Don't shoot him. That's right. Don't do that. 1,086 bucks, 400 session score, and 160 on the XP. right lung, and heart shot on that guy right there. Fur type light brown. There we go. Take another little payday. We do need just a little bit more, and we'll get another tent. Our goal is 1 tent a day. We cannot shoot anything until it gets to be at least because this is dead zone pressure right here. We did overlap way too much. We didn't take not very much, just a little tiny spot of it right there. But we cannot shoot anything, honey, unless it is at least to this mark. At least, if not probably this mark. If not probably this mark, honestly. So you know, somewhere around there's
Look, honey, look.
what? Look at what?
Turn
What in the world? You all are so lucky. You all are so lucky. Get out of here. All right. All right, guys, let's make our way. Go ahead and run, catch up to me, honey, because we got at least 300, 400 meters before we can shoot anything. So there's no point in not spooking the stuff near us because we can't shoot even if it's a good shot. And that includes even for diamonds. We will not make a dead zone in this populated of an area for anything. We will come back and get it when it's not a dead zone. We do have a bear, honey, up there 350 meters out. So that bear is going to be perfectly where we need it to be for the next shot. But yeah, we are creating all sorts of pressure up this way. We've managed to do high pressure with no dead zones except for this little tiny spot right here. We kind of overdid it. That's going to be our next victim up there. I mean, trophy. Yeah, you get to live. You get to live. Yeah, I know. They get to live. Oh, yeah. It's good. Got another Eurasian lynx up here too, fleeing. I tell you what, honey, guys, we ruined a diamond Eurasian lynx on the last stream. I don't know if you guys were here for that one. I shot it. I thought I shot a perfect shot and somehow didn't hit any organs. I think it's because I used a hollow point, but I was doing a broadside shot and I thought I nailed that. So it wasn't no 300-meter shot. It's like 150. And I really thought that we absolutely laced it, but I think I used a hollow point, maybe on a shoulder, like a front shoulder shot. It might've been what it is, but anyway, he died to a non-vital, or sorry, to a no organs hit shot. So is your neck ever going to get fully recovered? Brother, I hope so. Doctors love to make money and not actually help. And they also love to act like they know more than they do. I have had 6 failed surgeries in a 4-year time span. And I have a 7th coming up, which won't be failed at the end of this month. And I'll have possibly an 8th surgery also this summer. And I've had 9 surgeries total, if you count my, tonsils but I mean, that's not really what I'm talking about. So, we have 6 under our belt. You don't want that, guys. You don't want that. 5 of them have been due to malpractice. Now, we can't win that lawsuit, but 5 of them have been due to malpractice. Or at least the first one, I should say, was malpractice. And the 4 follow-up ones were by actually a pretty good doctor. But the first one was actually like a legit malpractice. And we didn't take them to court over it, but it was 1000%. They cut me up with improperly, like not actually sterilized tools. And so then a chronic infection occurred. They canceled my follow-up appointment while I told them on the phone that something was going wrong with the surgery that they did. And I had a chronic infection in my head. Could have killed me. And so I got chronic sinusitis as well as like nasolacrimal infection stuff and traveling to my eyes and all that jazz. But I appreciate you praying for me very much. So yeah, we have a procedure that could make it where I could breathe again properly. And so the more I think about it, so the nerves that tell your brain when you're breathing, the sensory nerves that stimulate your brain to tell you, hey, I'm breathing in like a calming way, those are actually located in your head, in your nasal vault. These things called concha, otherwise known as turbinates. And they're really known as turbinates, otherwise known as concha. Concha is more the old term for it. But yeah, so we have a experimental procedure that has proven to give 75% of people relief. 70, go ahead and take me, you're ready, baby. 75% of people who get this procedure, guys, report that it has fixed or greatly improved their breathing issues that they have from this little thing called empty nose syndrome or dry nose syndrome. Now, technically, those are two different syndromes that are very, 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 very much the same. Like they're cousins or kind of the same and not the same at the same time. And so we have an experimental procedure, guys, coming up. I keep talking about it, but we're going to be flying on the 28th or 29th. I think we're going to be flying on the 28th. You missed it. Did you zero in for the correct distance? Well, you clear flat missed that guy. I'm being a turd. But anyway, so anyway, you'll get the next one, babe. You'll get 2 turns in a row for that. So yeah, super excited about that, guys. The spinal revision specialist didn't turn out to be the revision specialist that he advertised on his website. So he very well could help us, or he could not. We don't know. His attitude was nothing at all like what it was on his website. It was more of like, well, we don't really get a lot of people your age with that condition. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But you are the revision specialist, so shouldn't you know about when these things go wrong more than anybody else? And so he advertised on his website that he does epiduroscopies, CT. He likes to do CT myelograms, and that doesn't mean he's a bad doctor. It's just that his practice on the website appeared a little differently than the vibes we got from it, or kind of the way they spoke to us a little bit in person. That doesn't mean he's not the guy for the job. It's just from the way they made it sound on the website, he specializes in fixing these surgeries when artificial disc replacement, not fusions, but well, both actually, when they go wrong. He's a revision guy. Well, their revision attitude was just, sometimes fusions are the way to go. And I'm like, okay, well, what's your reason for advertising that you do revisions? What is that? It's because the way they acted about it was just that they're another spinal doctor, but he is a very good one, and he's a neurologist, so he understands the nerve stuff. Unfortunately, trying to get them to give a rip about what's clearly going on in a way that is actually requires some effort. That's actually hard to do for them, because good old flat Google can tell you things that doctors can't, that they should be telling you. Like we've actually had doctors confirm Google's suspicions for us that we are in fact experiencing what it says. And I have had that happen with 6 failed surgeries. I've had that happen multiple times, actually. I've even brought up to the surgeon, hey, I think this might be happening. And they're like, nah, that's made up. And then we go to somebody who has more education on it. They're like, no, yeah, that's real. That's the thing. So hopefully, this new spinal doctor will help us. All right, let's shut up and shoot. Let's see here. We're gonna go soft point, 8 to 16. We're gonna sight in for 150 as we creep up a little closer. And honey, can you go ahead and sit still for us? No, wait, this is your shot. I told you you're gonna get 2 in a row. All right. No, honey, take the shot. Take the shot. So, Dear Slayer, please refrain from sending long messages. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Let me get Streamlabs to shut up. I turned off Streamlabs first of all, but they keep going in there to fix my problems by resetting all the settings and not fixing the problem. So I quit even emailing them about it. They logged me out, for crying out loud. What in the world? I even got to the point where they've confirmed like 4 different times that it is on their end, and the stuff is not working on their end, and they just keep going in there and resetting things and not actually fixing anything. So we're gonna get CloudBot to shut up, because that's just we don't want his moderation. Paragraph protection. We're gonna turn that off. All right, guys. So that should be fixed. If you send long messages now, anybody, you should be able to send them. And link protection, we're going to turn that off. And the only reason I do that is because Discord is a link. And Nightbot itself will send its own. What's funny is Nightbot is another bot that we use, right? And so they will actually send a link to Discord because we want them to. and then it'll get on to itself saying, Nightbot, please don't send any links. And it'll be Nightbot saying, Nightbot, you know, don't send a link. So we're just turning that off for now. Can you read that message? Give me just a second. Hey, I appreciate you. I love the streams. You're my favorite streamer, and you're always so kind. You are so cool. Your wife is lucky to have you. I am lucky to have her and you guys. And if anything ever happens, just let me. If anything ever happens to me, just know you're my friend. My bro, nothing's gonna happen to you. Don't let anything happen to you. All right, man. You absolutely do not let anything happen to you. Okay. All right. You're my friend too. I appreciate that as well. Rochacho. Don't you worry. Yes, I can read that message for sure. I am not against reading those messages. So appreciate you very much, my friend. Very much. You keep being you, dude. You absolutely keep checking in with us. I might not be able to play with everybody as much as I would like, but I love talking to you guys, and you don't have to pay to hang out with me and talk with me. You know, paid subscriptions are for people who want to support us financially on the Purple app, but that is entirely optional. That is entirely optional. And I am not trying to plug that in either. You guys on the tube, don't pay. Don't pay. Stay on the tube. Okay. If you guys need a friend, don't pay for that. Okay. People pay if they want to support. Okay. But don't feel like that is encouraged. That is entirely out of generosity. So thank you guys for being here. And I appreciate that message, my friend. I really do. Can you read it? I'm playing Fortnite right now. All right, Benjamin, let me know how Fortnite goes. Get some dubs, bro. If you get a dub, that'd be awesome. Good shot by Mrs. Mecca. Honey, I'm going to shoot one on the go. Is that okay with you? All right, let's see here, guys. All right, guys, let's see what we can do. Up. All right, I don't know if I got a vital on that or not because it was so on the. Appreciate you, man. W Mechanic, thank you very much, Benjamin, for the W and for letting us know if you get that dub. Thank you for being here, dude. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here, dude. I appreciate you. Appreciate every one of you guys. And I mean that. I try to be careful how much I incorporate stuff like that because I see so many people on here, you know, essentially dry begging for money by acting like they care about people that they don't care about. And so that's also why, like, when it comes to any sort of ministry or faith or ideologies that I think are important, that's also why I don't include those on this channel, even though I include them by talking about them, but I'm not going to make this a ministry channel that's then monetized, right? And I don't want to do that same thing with any sort of relationships or friendships or anything like that are built from it. We did actually manage to kill the second one too. So let's see if we can find that blood splatter. As fast as he went down, it's either a non-vital or a vital. He didn't just bleed out. Bleed rate medium. Okay, so more than likely we actually got a vital on that sucker while it was running. And I won't argue with it. You know, we don't got Hank with us, so we're just going to track it the old-fashioned way, which isn't that hard to do. Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, for me, guys, obviously I'm trying to make a living out of this, but even have people to hang out with, guys, that is so much better. What? Okay, non-vital. We did get a non-vital. That is so much better, though, than it was getting to a point, guys, where all I can really do throughout the day is watch shows and play video games at the moment until I get healthier, right? Well, it's getting to the point where I was waking up every day and I was feeling like there's no point to me being here. And I would know that my Xbox is sitting right over there. And yeah, I'm so freaking down. There's no point in turning it on. You know, that type of thing. I'd sit in the recliner, and it's got to the point where there's no interest at all in my mind of doing anything. Getting up and physically doing things is very limiting for me until they figure out my spinal problem. And playing video games by myself, or even with friends, it wasn't just the social aspect of it. And I'm not pleading for likes here, so please don't think I'm trying to tell a sob story. But staying busy staying busy was super, super, super helpful. And so now the combination of having people to talk to, kind of like, you know, having friends and community and stuff like that, paired with having somewhat of an occupation or trying to make it into like an occupation that I can physically do kind of when I need to and as much as I need to and as much as I need to not do it, you know, has definitely been a huge, both of those together, you know, the dual side of that has been super beneficial to my mood and my mental health. And now I'm actually super happy a lot of the time compared to how I was, for sure. And I don't mean a little bit of a difference, a huge noticeable difference. You're gonna see your dad tomorrow. There you go. Awesome. Awesome. I am glad to hear that you're gonna see your dad tomorrow. Dads are important. They're not a little important. Moms are too. Parents are in general. You know, my kids have gone through divorce and stuff, and I hate that that's happened. But I will say I'm super, super, even to them, you know, despite how crappy, obviously, my ex is about it, you know, and stuff like that. Even to them, I'm like, you know, you need to spend just as much time with your mom as me. And that's not because I think she's a good influence either. I really don't. And I don't think I'm trying to have some moral superiority complex. But you know, when you go around doing the things they're doing and then constantly justifying it and talking crap and just being hateful and crappy and petty and materialistic, yeah, that's not a good influence. I mean, I don't think I'm better than them, but it's not a good influence. And I will still tell them, spend as much time with your mom as me. You want to know why? It's going to hurt you. And guys, that's the truth of it. 50-50 custody should be how it is, not because the parent deserves it, but because it's unhealthy to not spend time with your parents. Now, some parents are so bad that it's unhealthy to be with them. I get that. That's a thing that does happen, but that's not the majority of parents. And even when that is the case, you're still going to be getting damage done by not spending time with your parent. It's just going to be less damage than what the parent would do with them. So it's not ever a win, you know, it's a lose-lose if you have to make that decision. But my dad thinks it's his fault that she left. Well, yeah, I mean, guys, if you study anything, if you guys, and this is going to tick off a lot of people, and I don't care, if you study like egalitarian and feministic views, the sexual revolution, things like that, yeah, men are absolutely taught that it's their fault. And it could be. It could be, but you know what also is true is that 70 to 90% of divorces, depending on if they make more money or not, are instigated by women, with money being the most common reason. And yes, if you Google that, they'll try and cover that up. But guys, I've even had pastors who are afraid to sit there and say things that sound misogynistic, you know, or they're very egalitarian. We have a very egalitarian society. You know, even those people sit there and argue about it. So if I'm ticking anybody off, I mean, the virtual door is right there. But you know, I mean, the thing is that there's researchers' bias, right? You got to be careful that you're not committing too much bias in your research. But there's real issues going on with it. I would tell your dad very much no. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we could get into the philosophy and argumentation and logic of it, but if your dad ever needs someone to talk to or a book to read The Rational Male by Rollo Tomassi. Rollo Tomassi himself, don't listen to that guy all the time, but his book, especially the first one, okay, actually has a lot of good information. Not all of it is live or breathe or die by, I'm sure, but there is very pertinent information in that book, guys. And I've read several of them and other resources on relationships after going through my divorce. Dude, tell your dad to come talk to me if he needs to. Tell your dad, I know I'm older than you and he's probably older than me and all that stuff, but tell your dad to come talk to me if he needs to. All right, honey, that's yours. I took the last mountain reindeer, so that's all you. I would stand up to shoot it, like crouch, not stand all the way up, but crouch shoot it because the ice sometimes blocks the shot. That's probably what you missed that's probably why you missed the other one. But I was so mad for a while. My mom was not being fair. She had us 14 days of my dad only had us 2 days. Yeah, that's a real thing. And so, guys, I can tell you personally, people love to brag about deadbeat dads. First of all, if you're going to act like there's no difference in the nurturing and compassion and level and the type of connection that you have from your mom to your dad, you're an idiot. And the system absolutely does incentivize divorce. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, and some people have some common sense and they know that this is happening. Some people don't. And I don't mean that hatefully, but when the 7-year itch, that's something you guys can Google and learn about. That's what I had that happen to mine. Guess what? I also lost my job during the pandemic and all of a sudden divorce followed. And of course it was because I was a beater and a cheater and an abuser, right? No. So, so a lot of things just, you know, and the next thing I know, there's a bunch of infidelity, a bunch of partying and going and, you know, just going crazy, right? before the divorce was even happening, right? It was just walk out, we need a separation, but really it's I'm seeing 15 guys and I want them to make more money and I'm not putting another dime in that house until you get a job, you know, and stuff like that. Or not, I'm not putting another dime in anyway. You need to pay all the bills. But then they're working at a car dealership, that type of crap. Guys, I've seen it. I've seen it. Y'all, if you need somebody to talk to you about that stuff, I'm not going to join in and talk crap about your person. I need to shut up about my experience. But if you guys ever need somebody to talk to you about that stuff, you can talk to me about it. And I'll tell you my 2 cents worth if you need it. And that's just my advice. It's not counseling. This is not legal advice. This is not nothing. It's my personal opinion or just somebody to vent to. But I'm a little more happy. It's 7 days and 7 days. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 7 days here, 7 days there. I think that's important. Even if your mom or dad made mistakes in the process. I think that's very important that you have 7 on and 7 off. You know, I mean, my wife, she does things that I highly disagree with. First of all, when she leaves and starts griping about how much money I'm not making, then marries some dude who takes her to the Virgin Islands and owns a house in his 20s and has a very rich mom who remarried herself to a very rich stepdad of his, you know. Yeah, there's a trend here going on with that, right? Nonetheless, even with that person, I think it's very important that my kids, thank you, honey, for letting me look at that. Look at that, honey. You can taxidermize that if you want. It's entirely up to you. I'll write it down. I'll write it down if you want me to. 24.71 if you want me to write it down on your list of good trophies. 24.71 it is. All right, guys. Mrs. Mecca got a PB, y'all. Mrs. Mecca got a PB. So we're going to go to Mrs. Mecca's PBs. And let's see here. Mrs. Mecca's best trophies. We're going to go down here to Brown Bear. And 24.71 is what I said, I think, right? Brown Bear. Yeah, 24.71. Male, 24.71. Very nice. Very nice, babe. Good shot. Good shot. So, spirit rare, spirit rare. Well, you mean super rare? Hold on. Let me look at it. Look at it. Hold on, honey. Spirit. Oh, honey. Look at the fur. Honey, that's a really rare bear. That's a rare bear. Spirit rare. Spirit fur. All right, so we're going to write that down, spirit fur. So, guys, she got a spirit fur gold male. That is a good trophy, honey. Good job. Left lung on that from 135 meters. So let's go. Let's go. I almost collected it. I almost collected by accident, by clicking the A button out of habit. But all right, she got a rare fur type on a gold brown bear, and she has yet to even get a brown bear that's gold. So, so that's actually really good. Good job, Mrs. Mecca. That's OMG. He says, OMG, that's OMG. I love that fur. Thank you, Benjamin. Honey, that is a really rare bear. That is a really, really, really rare bear. So both gold and spirit fur color. That is a super good one. Wow, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I'm going to, ooh, my goodness gracious. Look at that silvery gray kind of top on this nice gold male. She shot from 132 meters too. So pretty. That is a beautiful trophy. Good job, babe. Super good job. I'm going to lean back just a little bit. And that should hopefully help my neck a little bit. There we go. Wow, dude, guys, please tell me whenever there's good fur types, because I don't know the fur types. No piebald, melanistic, and albine and albinism and stuff like that. Albinistic or whatever. But feel free, guys, to educate us on good fur types, because one thing I have not really looked into is fur types. But let's keep this ball rolling. We're just going to keep going. Pretty soon, we're going to have to reset the time, obviously. But we should, you know, we got a north wind, so we should be able to keep going up this way and get at least one more kill, hopefully. Congrats to your wife. Deer Slayer says, congrats to your wife. Guys, Mrs. Mecca. W Mrs. Mecca in the chats. I'm putting it in there myself. W Mrs. Mecca in the chat. W Mrs. Mecca. Let's go. Let's go. You saved it, right? Did you save it, honey, or did you just collect it? You saved it to your harvest, right? She taxidermized it right away. She taxidermized it right away. We have a list of our best trophies for both of us. So, yeah, she taxidermized that, thankfully. Here we go. W Mrs. Mecca, big time, y'all. Big W's for her. I think the battery's fried in this battery powered thing because as soon as I unplugged it and plugged my phone in, the battery died. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I hope it's not fried. It's blinking at me like it's a dead battery, but it's plugged in. So I'm going to have to unplug it and replug it. Maybe replug it a little firmer. Nope, still blinking at me like it won't work. It's charging my phone. The cable when it plugs in. Guys, I think I might have broke my charger. I hope not. Yeah, it's not plugging in. Hopefully it didn't fry that. It could have fried the whole port, or it could have fried the whole sphere, honestly. And I hope it didn't. But oh no. Oh no. Well, I don't have any other cords right here that are not zipped down. I got one over here that's zipped down, but let me plug this in real quick. Yeah, I think we did get some. Okay, this cord does work. This cord does work. So it's not the whole thing. I need another C to C. It has to plug in C to C. Yeah, C to C. We need another C to C. Guys, we had water spill on an electronic earlier, and I'm hoping that didn't fry it. But it's very hard to plug in diffusers like that all the time and water not get anywhere because the water can, kind of condensates and collects and all sorts of stuff. So hopefully we didn't just fry this thing. I'm really hoping we didn't. I'm gonna plug this in and see if it works this way. Oh yeah, honey, it did. It's totally the cable. Cable's totally fried. The cable is totally fried. I think it fried the cable. Yeah, but that was a light up cable. That was so cool. Yeah. Let me try that and see if that works. Okay. Can you? Okay. Thank you, honey. Let me try one more though. Let me try one more and see if I can get it to turn on the phone. Then it's not that. But we're gonna run through cables like crazy if that happens every time. So we're gonna have to be very, very, very careful from now on. So let me plug that into my phone and see if that'll work. Maybe if the cable. No, the cable's fried. The cable's fried. All right, guys, we fried the cable, but we didn't fry the whole goddamn system, so we're not going to complain about it. That was so beautiful. It was super beautiful. Super beautiful. Well, one cable. Oh, crap, honey, I dropped that cable. At least we didn't wreck too many cables. I'm hoping that there's no water in this thing, but that's kind of the pain in the butt about this thing is if you spill any water, then it can fry everything around it because it's a rechargeable diffuser that helps me get some oil and water both in my nasal system. That way I don't, have a harder time breathing, or it helps calm me down if I'm panicking, with the breathing anxiety. So hopefully this right here works out for us. Let's get this back on here. I'm so sorry, guys. Pause this out of the blue like that, but I just don't want to lose any more cables and electronics, especially since it could fry the whole dang charging station that I got over here. So it worked, guys. It worked. Okay, we lost a cable, but that's it. We just lost the cable. So heck yeah, that bear was beautiful. Super happy to have it. Thank you, honey. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
All right, let's see here. And guys, I did drill a hole in my desk to be able to mount the boom stand to my microphone more efficiently. So that should make it where we can actually have an easier time changing distances and still being much more clearly audible. The quality of the mic is good, not great. We're not going to be able to replace that for a minute though, but it should sound really good when we're talking. I've spent days working on the EQ, compression, expander, all of it. So we should have perfectly fine audio. it will compress a little bit too much, and I've tried dialing that back and down, but it's really just the mic. It's not really compression, actually, but it will sound too compressed if I yell, which I do a lot when I get excited. But nonetheless, guys, most of the time it'll be clear. Love the gaming chair. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. This was a gift because of the neck pillow and stuff that it has. This was a gift a few years back. It's starting to have some bolts and stuff fall out of it, so we will be replacing it sometime in the next 6 months to a year with a Habata chair. But I am super lucky, and it's got duct tape on it and missing bolts and stuff. But honestly, it was way better than most people will ever get. So I'll gladly pass this down to my oldest and then buy a, so the youngest gets too many leftovers, and it's not fair that she gets leftovers all the time. So she, yep. So we're going to get her, well, that one they can share because that was a free gift from somebody. Eventually we need to get her a desk chair just like this is, because guys, what we do, so this is what we do. And if you ever walked in our apartment, which you won't, but if you ever did, you'd be like, how the crap do you move in here? Right? Because the living room has a whole hunting section full of real life stuff on baker's racks. We have baker shelves that hold hundreds of pounds worth of, it's got my crossbow, my compound bow, all the quivers, the tarps, the camping tent, the backpack, the duffel bags, the leaf suit, the blind, the mobile blind leaf thing that you can put up. It's got my Heat Buddy Hunter, all my fishing stuff, a hiking backpack, all of it, just all over there. Then we got my fishing tackle box stand shelf thing that has wheels on it that holds all the rods and all the fishing stuff. We have all my disc golf stuff. A lot of this I don't do or can't do very much nowadays. But you know, I have a whole outdoor section in my living room. Then we have a sectional, a recliner, and then we have the TV, like a decent, like 55-inch TV, right? That was gifted to us by her, her bonus mom. And what else? And then over here we have like an 8x8 area where I have to set up like all this stuff for streaming, including a green screen, right? So our living room is decked out to the max, completely just full of stuff. And then our dining room has a area for like multiple baker's racks full of food, a freezer, a table, and then 2 desks for my daughters, each with their own stuff at it. Like my youngest obviously didn't have a screen at her desk. But my oldest has her Xbox. She's in esports and stuff. She has her Xbox at her desk with little command strip shelves with little collectible stuff on their shelves and whatnot. Like, you know, like kind of like what I have with my, like, you know, my Lord of the Rings collectibles and whatnot. And so we have so much space taken up between the living room and dining room because those girls are not going to have a screen in their room, and we're not going to put our screens in our room. And the reason we did that, getting a little preachy here, but I'm proud of this. I'm proud that we made this decision because it looks aesthetically horrible. But guess what? Whether I'm gaming, trying to work on things, watching a show, whether they're doing their homework, they're playing a game or doing a craft, we are all always doing the living in the living areas and the sleeping in the sleeping areas. And you wouldn't believe it, guys. I'm always with my kids. When they're here, I'm always right next to my kids. It doesn't matter if we're doing the same thing or not. I could be doing something completely different, but just simply being visible and right next to each other is, now we don't want to be absent. We don't want to be alone together where we're all on screens all the time, but we are constantly in the same place. And if we're doing anything on screens or anything active, it's in the living room or dining room / living room, second part. So, we do that, and you wouldn't believe how crowded it gets. Oh my gosh. We have a billion different hobbies and, you know, 4 people all doing those hobbies in the same 2 rooms in an apartment, it gets crowded. But boy, howdy, is it fun. You ain't going to walk in here and be bored. The only thing you might get sick of is having to listen to me in the same space you listen to your TV at, but we also have headphones that we can hook up to the TV so you can listen to your TV audio at a higher quality, you know, while drowning me out at the same time. So we got the living in the living space, and we got the sleeping in the sleeping space. Now the girls do have a projector that we can hook up in their room, which is pretty cool. They do have a unfoldable table that they can put a little projector on. We have like a battery powered crappy little projector that we got way back in the day for too much money from Amazon, but they can hook that up. And when they have their friends over, they go into their room sometimes. What type of crossbow? I forget. What is the brand of my crossbow, honey? What is it? I bought it last year because I had my spinal surgery and I needed a crossbow because I couldn't, ooh, we're going to shoot that guy. That's a diamond. That's a diamond.
I'm laying down.
That is a diamond right there, guys. That at 460 is where diamond starts. He's 421 to 500, level 5 medium. He is very likely a diamond, and we got a perfect wind on him. Let's go. Oh my gosh, guys, we're going to get us our first diamond reindeer here, and I'm super stoked about it. We got a perfect broadside shot, and we're almost at exactly 150. Holy cow, guys. Good diamond right here. What is the date, guys? What is the date? I'm going to write this down. What is the date? Someone please tell me what the date is. All right, so let's get this guy taken care of. We're going to do a polymer tip to make sure we always do a polymer tip for the penetration. In case we miss anything, we might hit another thing. Guys, we have our first ever diamond reindeer right here in front of us, as long as we don't hit anything before we get to him, which, nope, there's no trees in the way. This is going to be a diamond for sure. We shot a little high. No, what? How did that miss? Guys, we're zeroed in at 150. He was exactly at 150. Guys, that was zeroed in at 150, and we shot. We were zeroed in at 150, and we had him at 150. There's no way that shot missed entirely. There's no way. That was dead center lung. If anything, it was a little high on the lung. There's no way that shot missed entirely, and it entirely missed him. All right, honey, so let's go ahead, and I don't want to show them. I don't know if I'm allowed to show them. It's on a stream. So I can't actually show you. Just show me the name of it. What is the name of it again? It should be on there somewhere. So, but it's a good crossbow. It's a good crossbow. We went to the arrow shop that we have around us, where we have a really good arrow shop guy. Thursday, June 24th. Thank you very much. We didn't actually get, guys, was that not a good shot? Was that not lung worthy? Was that shot not lung worthy? I know I moved right at the last second a little bit, but not enough to miss the whole deer. Thank goodness we missed him, because I don't know what to think of that. We're going to hunt a diamond right now, guys. We're going to hunt a diamond. We're going to get a diamond reindeer out of this. So let's go get his need zone real quick. Well, I think we already have it. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is his need zone. We are going to change the time to about 9, maybe 9:30 when we get to a nearby tent. I don't know that this is going to be, this is 43 meters from us, and this right here, and we're not moving anymore, so that's good. This is, okay, we're going to fast travel there. Honey, can you fast travel to the farthest away place real quick? He was huge, guys. We're gonna get us a diamond real quick. That's gonna be so fun. So what did I say he was eating from? We're gonna set it to 9:30. We're gonna set the time to 9:30 and go grab this guy real quick. So 9:30. Is it 9:30 right now? Wow. No wonder it was such a good time for him. We're gonna have to set it to the next 9:30 though. So let's go forward all the way to the next 9:30. And we should be far enough away, and we're not fast traveling anymore. So, I hope that changes it for us. He should be there, guys. We're going to approach downwind, and we're going to get that guy. So, with her gone, he should be having a way harder time noticing us too. So we're going to go grab us this diamond real quick, guys. 372 meters northwest of us. What wind do we got? We got the perfect wind. Look at that, guys. We got a northwest wind, and he's 370 meters northwest of us. It's 9:31. He should already be at his feeding zone. This is going to be a diamond. This is going to be another diamond. All right, guys, level 5 medium. That is a big old mountain reindeer in front of us. We are taking that guy. All day we were taking that guy. Now, I'm pretty sure mountain reindeer have excellent hearing and smell, pretty much like all deer. But let me get my comprehensive list pulled up here real quick. So, yeah, excellent sense of smell. Guess what? We're going to spray down. Well, we might not. We might. I don't know. But here's what we're going to do, guys. We might even call him in to us so we don't spook him. We're going to try this as many times as it takes, because he's the perfect distance from this outpost. We can just reset the time as many times as we need. I believe in you that you won't botch. Guys, that's crazy too. Thank you very much. We're not going to botch. But that's crazy that we shot that shot and it missed him entirely. Something glitched out there, because we were squatting. We weren't laying down. Somehow the bullet either missed entirely or or I should have got Hank out to help me locate him, but we can look around this way. We got the very bad moose. But hey, we're finding stuff, so that's good. What we're going to do, guys, we're going to find a bush that gives us some cover, probably this one right here. We're going to place this call somewhere about 75, just about exactly 75 meters in front of us, and that should definitely call him in. That should definitely call him in. So let me get right here. Let me make sure, first of all, this is going to work. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. So let's place this 75 meters in front of us, right on the money, okay? That'll give us plenty of space to work with on him. If he's 10 in front or 10 in behind, either way, we're going to side in for 75 and nail this shot. And my road deer do that all the time. It was so weird. It was so weird, guys. That was a diamond. We lined it up, 150 zeroed in, 150 exactly away from us, and we shot dead center on that lung. I think we might have jerked it just a little bit because I got excited right at the end of it. But I didn't feel like we did really that bad. This is a drinking area? Oh yeah, well, sure enough is. All right, guys, let's get this Fox Pro down here and let's get us our first ever diamond mountain reindeer. Now, in case you guys are thinking I'm rude for not handing over my first diamond to my wife, we do it based on maps. If we buy duplicates of every map. And so whoever's map we're hosting on, because we don't do trading. We don't sit there and get 15 of the same animal by ghosting the map 15 times and then trade the same ghosted diamond animal 15 times. That's ridiculous. It's not finding. So we do it where whatever we're doing, that's the only time the animal's going to be killed. The only time we ghost maps is on our monthly that we just started doing this Wednesday, actually, our monthly event where we have all 8 people get together and shoot whatever the crap we see, including viewers. We have viewers play with us. And the reason why is because we allow anybody to join. We don't even have to know you first. So if you're going to hop in here and run around and screw the map up, we can't do that. We can't do constant dead zones and stealing all the great ones and stuff like Mr. Black, if he's still a thing on Leighton Lake and whatnot. So we do ghost the maps only if we have to for that one time a month. But when we're actually trophy hunting, we never ghost a map. Doesn't matter if it's multiplayer, doesn't matter if it's just casual walking around like this, won't do it. And we'll never ghost a map even with people for trophy saving. When we kill an animal, it's dead. All right, let's go. Mountain reindeer. Let's get this all set up. We got the polymer tip. I think we got everything exactly the way we want. We're going to switch to the 4 to 12 because he's going to be 75 meters away. And we're sighted in. All right, guys, we're going to spray down too. I know we don't need to because we're just perfectly downwind, but we're going to. So here shortly, y'all, you should be seeing some reindeer show up, and one of them is going to be that level 5 medium dude who's going to be our very likely, very, very likely to be a diamond. He should be diamond. So here in a while, he should be showing up. Honey, are you as far away as possible? Hey. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're all the way across the map. Yeah, you're all the way across the map. That's perfect. You're as far away as possible. That's perfect. All right, guys. Here in a little while, we're going to ambush hunt a diamond. His score was 420 to, I forget what it was. It's 420 to 5 something, I thought. 511 maybe. And diamond starts for mountain reindeer at 430.23. So not only was he a level 5 medium, but he was a good level 5 medium. So he should definitely be diamond. He's got 10 points worth of space to work with where he's not diamond. And I have had that happen where they're at the very bottom of the trophy rating. I've had that happen. But with him being like the lower rating being just barely below diamond and his difficulty rating being above gold's, he's a diamond. He's more than likely. There's a chance he's not. Yeah, he's going to be a good one. He's going to be a good one, and he should be coming in. That need zone is only 203 from where we're at right now, but the call is 75 meters closer to that, roughly, maybe 70 meters closer to it. So, and it reaches out to 200 meters. So even if it takes a second, he should be coming in. He was 278 meters here. Oh, so it might be just a little bit too. It might be that he is just a little bit too far away. We will wait and see. I'll go ahead and actually mark where he was. Nope, that's a moose. That's a moose. Never mind. Wrong animal. He was somewhere on the other side of this. So we may have to get a little closer, but he may be already on the way to us. And I don't want that. I don't want to run into him. So he was somewhere right about here. He should be within call range. The call reaches all the way out to about right here. So the call should reach to pretty much the river. Yeah, pretty much very close to the river. So it should definitely be within range. It reaches up to 200 meters away from where it's at. And it is right about 75 from us, yeah. Look around with binoculars. I will. I'm not gonna burn my wrist out too much on it because right now I have to even set the thing down on a pillow and do this. So I'll try, but I'm trying to also not just overdo it too much because I'm over 2 hours. I'm supposed to only do 2 hours at a time. But we're getting this diamond. We'll probably be calling the stream after this diamond. Please don't think I'm trying to be rude either. I'm not trying to be. But I'm saving my wrist a little bit whenever I'm just sitting here. He should be showing up, though. And after we get him, that'll be a good point to stop with. But we're actually not going to stop with him. We're going to get at least 1 or 2 more kills because we are getting 1 tent a day. But we're going to get this guy. He probably won't be enough for a tent. We'll probably be just a couple hundred short of a tent. But nonetheless, it'll be a tent a day. And that'll be fun. That'll be nice. Let's see here. So, 4 moose on Leighton Lake would get us $6,000, though. Well, no, never mind. We'd have to do 4 female animals and 4 male moose because the Leighton Lake animals have to be female. But we could do all of that in Leighton Lake. However, that's going to be a whole nother hour game, and my wrist won't be able to do that. I'll permanently screw my wrists up if I do that. Guys, tomorrow, boom, collab night. We've been invited to a collab by Chalisa Marie. She has, or Chelsea, you know. She has invited us to a collab for Red Sec with Ghost and Zoe. It is our second collab ever, and we've been invited both times by wonderful people that are much more well established than us at streaming. So we're very thankful that they're including us in this collab. That's going to be going on at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. So that's going to be 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 9:30 p.m. Central Time, and 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a collab that we're doing tomorrow on Battlefield 6 Red Sec first, and then Battlefield 6 Custom Conquest second. So don't miss it if you guys can. If you want to be there, it would help me out a lot to have people even from other games hang out with us on these collabs because it brings viewers to the collab. And we don't want to be just siphoning viewers from it. I mean, we do, but okay. But we definitely want people to be there. So if anybody can be there tomorrow, guys, that would make my day. Obviously, we're going to be collabing on Twitch, so you know that's what the collab is going to be on. But you guys, I'll be live on both platforms if you guys want to join us for either one. Twitch is going to be the one that the collab will be a part of, though. So that's tomorrow. Yep, 7:30 Pacific, 8:30 Mountain, 9:30 Central, and 10:30 Eastern Time. Would love to see you guys there. And June 17th, we've got a giveaway where you can win gift cards. Anyway, we're done talking about it. We're done jabbering, and we're gonna see about this this reindeer here. Up. That's the moose. That's still the moose. There's my 20 minutes on the ice. Can't leave them on for more than 20 minutes or it'll start to ruin my neck more. But it's relieving, so I will leave it on for 20 minutes and forget about it. I'll leave it on for an hour or have left it on and forgot about it for way too long. All right, he should be on his way, guys. He is eating here until 12. We have a half hour real time of him eating here. So he should be on the way at some point. That's still that moose. You know, we do have that male moose mission too. So maybe we should call that male moose in, but I don't have my bow, or I would take the moose out with a bow while waiting on the reindeer. Is he not interested? Is he just not there? You know, do we need to we might slowly go up a little bit more because he is a diamond and we don't want to take any chances, but we're going to go pick this thing up. But we're not going to stop it from calling. Did I actually do moose? No, it's mountain reindeer. We will keep it calling in case he's on the way because I don't want him to turn around and walk away too much. Maybe that's the wrong move to make, but... Guys, we might be getting ourselves our first diamond mountain reindeer here. I'm really hoping we are. I'm going to mark his feed zone location. He's got a good long ways to travel even with this call too, so... I really wouldn't be surprised if he's just making his way here. It could take him forever to get here from almost 200 away through all that. I had to crawl to his eating zone where you shot... I would crawl to his eating zone where you shot him earlier. Yep, I might do that. I might do that. Let's see. I don't know after calling him here if he was headed this direction, if he'll stop and go to a different zone after when he travels. That's why I'm nervous to not keep calling him. But at the same time, if I'm crouched, he's probably going to give me a warning before he just runs away and I'll drop down right then. If not, he's not here and we're just going to have to change the time to get him because I'm running out of time with my hands to be able to keep playing. So we're going to have to get him soon. Take a screenshot of that so I know where he's at. It sounds like, it looks to me like the whistle's not even being picked up on. It's the limiter. That's what's doing it. The limiter is doing it. I guarantee. I finally figured it out. It's probably the limiter. We're going to turn the limiter off. Hopefully that makes things sound better. Wow, that's weird. Okay, maybe the limiter is not the problem. I don't know. Let's see here. So, all right, let's see here. Oh my goodness. What do we want to do here? All right, guys, let's try this out. All right, so let's see. Hopefully we can get this guy the first try. I'm really hoping we can get this guy the first try. We get the perfect win. We're going to crawl and get to these bushes. Deer Slayer! I don't know why it's showing me emotes this time. I like that it's showing me emotes. Before, when people tried to show me emotes on the tube, it would just explain it to me from Restream. It would like describe it in Restream words. It'd be like blue face, blue face, blue face. And now it's actually showing me, and I prefer that. What is that, though? What is that? I cannot tell what that is. What, my friend, is that? There we go. That's a lot better. I like that position a lot better. That's going to be way closer and also down, so that way when I yell and look up, hopefully it won't wreck the mic too much. I'm going to have to get Hank and come back, guys, if this doesn't work out. Hank will help me with them. With Mrs. Mecha all the way across the map, there's a really good chance that we'll be able to get this guy. Because the multiplayer stuff only has a real problem when you are anywhere within the same vicinity as each other. So even if you're within, like, if you're both 300 meters on either side of the animal, it will have some level of alertness to that if you're in tripods. Even if it's in the middle of both of y'all. It's crazy. It's a city. There you go. There you go. Where is this guy? I don't think he's here. I think we're going to have to come back a different time. I don't think he's here. And I have had that happen. I have had that happen where they're just flat not there. But let's see. There's a chance that he just didn't answer the call at that far. And we're going to have less time to shoot him right now if he shows up because it's more crowded. It's a better moose, but it's not a good one. None of them are good ones. A couple dinks and then a chicky poo or two. All right, let's see here. Hopefully this guy shows up. Reload the 5th bullet. We'll put all 5 into him if we have. I'm just kidding. We won't do that. We'll absolutely not do that. I don't think he's actually here, guys. There are times when they're not at that need zone, even if it's there at the right time. And I know that's crazy because it used to be so reliable, but now... We still have the same amount of camouflage. We're still the same amount of hidden, even standing up right here. But what we might do, guys, is we might actually set up a tree stand. We might actually set up a tree stand. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hope that I'm not spooking him right now, but I am going to go ahead and get set up because it doesn't look like he's here. I'm going to check the area for his tracks. Maybe he was here recently, but it does not look that good. And so it's weird too because he's supposed to eat here till 12. We're at 10:44. He should be absolutely right here. But it might be an issue with the multiplayer too. So I tell you what I'm probably going to do, guys. I'm probably going to have to well, I'm not going to shut the stream down. I'm going to shut the game down and come back into it after I kill this guy. So there's no reason that guy should be so alert right there. Do you guys see that? Those guys are 100 meters away. They're not difficult moose. They're very easy moose. They're 100 plus away, not downwind, or sorry, yeah, we are not upwind of them. They are crosswind from us, slightly upwind from 100 meters away, and they're too alert. So the multiplayer glitch is in fact still happening. So to get this guy, what we're going to do is we're going to set up, I'm going to have to leave the server anyway, honey. I'm going to leave the server anyway. So what I'm going to do, guys, she's going to hop off, and I'm going to hop off after I get this kill. It's going to be the last kill of the stream for sure. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the spot. I'm going to get it all set up with a tree stand and everything I need. And we're going to approach this thing however we have to. But we're going to set up a spot where we can see him from after we go to the outpost. We're going to get it all set up. So let me go to the outposts. Then we'll go to single player. We'll go, yeah, we'll go here. And I'll tell you, while we're here, we're just going to go ahead and actually, we're going to set it up and we're going to come back. That way we don't have to reset the time after completely restarting the game. Maybe that'll help. But in multiplayer, he's just not going to show up. So let's get this guy set up and end on a Diamond Mountain reindeer. That'd be great. So we're going to put up everything just so I don't have to think about it. And we're going to grab everything that we need. We are going to go with a Arctic tree stand because it's Medved Taiga. It's a very treed up area. Perfect, right? So let's get that. We got the, yeah, oh yeah, that'll be perfect. We'll set up the Fox Pro and that tree stand first, and then we'll restart the game and go from there. So we are getting this diamond. We are getting this diamond before the stream ends. And if he's not diamond, I'm gonna be crushed. But we ruined a diamond yesterday. We're not gonna do that this time. So what we're gonna bring for him is we're gonna bring a 308 Zarza, as well as a bow, and you know, we're gonna spray down all the good stuff. All the good stuff. But we're going to put the call right in the middle of where his need zone symbol is because they eat around it and they appear in different spots sometimes. So we're going to put this right here in the middle of where his zone says it is. And then we're going to find a good tree or two to put some stands on. And then we can approach it from either angle. If I have to, I'll come over here and I'll go all the way down the trail and approach it from the other side. But we should be able to approach everything except for a northwest wind. You know, even then we can loop around. We're just the perfect distance to come from any angle, really. Mountain reindeer mating call. Guys, that might be him. We don't have our gun. I put the guns up. If we can get this set up quietly, if we can get this set up somewhat quietly, then we can come back with the gun later and get him. That fast travel is far enough away. That fast travel is more than far enough away. So first off, let's pick a... God, don't tell me that's him. That's freaking him. I guarantee it. Guys, he's here now that I left and came back without my gun. It was the multiplayer glitch. Since there was 2 of us in the game, he wouldn't come near us because... Oh, yeah, that spirit barrel was awesome, especially for Mrs. Mecca to get that. So, guys, we're not going to be able to kill him right now. We're going to have to restart and do that. You know, mountain reindeer, that was him. That was him. That was him right there. That was him. That was him, 421 to 500. That was him. Okay, all right. So he has consistently been on the southwest end of where this is. So we are going to set up, a spot right here that looks visibly good. And we're going to restart the game as we need to. Give us a tree that will take a tree stand, please. We're going to get this all set up and we're going to come back and get him. At least we got another peek at him. We know that he is consistently eating on that southwest end. Why? Why? Okay, we're going to have to set up a tripod. By golly, we're going to have to set up a freaking tripod. We'll do it. We'll do it. If I have any more to set up, I don't think I have any more to set up. I don't think I have any more in storage. This is ridiculous, guys. All these trees, we can't get a tree stand up. None of these are tree stand trees. A whole forest of non-tree stand trees. And we have no more tripods without switching maps and picking one up. Do I have any tripods just sitting out? Nope. Guys, I'm getting so frustrated about this. Oh my goodness. All right. So that right there is about where we could just get on top of this rock, but I don't want to have to do this with a diamond right over there. You see how I didn't even land on it? See how I slid back down? Yeah. I don't want to have to finagle that like that right there. I don't want to have to do this with him up there just to get a good shot. It would be wonderful though. Good elevation, great open view. Crap. That might be it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna set up the shot. So let me get back on it real quick. He already ran away, so we're just gonna reset the time and do it here. We don't have to actually restart the game, I don't think, but I might do it just to be safe. Let me go ahead and use my binos right here, figure out where we want the shot to be. He was somewhere in that area. I want to make sure. Okay, all right. I want to make sure that we have the best view possible. So that right there is looking like it's probably going to be it. That's a really good shot. If I get all the way up here, this is about, I don't want any rock in front of me where the rifle is because I don't want it to possibly get in the way of the shot. We could do more of like this. That might be better. It might be a better distance and everything. I don't want to mess it up though. So, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do something like that. That should get him where we want it. All right. And we'll use this rock. We'll mark this rock. We'll mark this rock. For when we come back. And that should be a dead deer. That should be a formula for a dead deer. That freaking glitchy game. This glitchy game. So ridiculous. but we will work with it. We will do what we got to. So let's go right here. Good view from that rock. Oh yeah. We might even go closer, honestly. We might just do that. Honestly, if he's at 55, we're still going to sight in at, we're still going to sight in. Yeah, we'll do this. We're going to get a way better shot. We're going to get a way better shot. So hopefully, as long as we do not have a northeast wind, and if we do, we'll approach from somewhere else. But this right here should be good. And then we're going to go ahead and restart the game and approach from that outpost. Put the time like 10:30. I mean, if he's eating there from 8, you know, I'll probably put it like 9:30. If he gets there at 8, I might do 10 even, something like that. So let's go ahead and continue. I'm going to start the game over entirely. So bear with me, guys. We're going to start the game over entirely and get this all fixed up. But yeah, we're definitely going to be getting this guy. I don't care. We're going to get this guy. $10:30 would be a good time probably too, but it'd be like 20 minutes to get the hunt completely done. I want a little bit more in time than that. And if you give it an hour and a half after their need zone is there, then they're usually there by that time. He took longer to get there, I think, either because he has further to travel or because of my wife being there. Because as soon as my wife left the game, he showed up, right? So we'll put the time at 10. We'll put the time at 10. That'll be, thank you for that input though, because that gives me a little bit of comparison in my head to do. Do you guys know that if you filled up a jar full of like gumballs or something like that and had like 10 people guess it, how many gumballs are in there, and then you averaged out what the guess was, that's what the answer is going to be. That's going to be the most accurate answer, like 10 out of 10 times. So that's kind of what I do when people give me suggestions on how to do things. If my first suggestion was a little bit off from theirs, I'll do like a median in between them. And usually that always turns out to be, on average, that turns out to be better. Might be there already because of changing it to 10:30. Yeah, well, he should be there. So usually, according to YouTube, they should already be there an hour and a half after their need zone starts there, if that makes sense. So if their need zone's at 5 and you put it at 6:30, they should be there, right? If they drink at 4 and you set it to 5:30, they should be there. You know, they start heading there at about 4, just a little after that time that it starts. But an hour and a half is usually what you need for them to already be there. 2 hours, we got time to do 2 hours. We probably have enough time to do 2 hours because of it. But that's just what YouTube has fed me. So, you know, that's what I'm going off of with that. So if YouTube's saying an hour and a half and then we're thinking a little bit later, then I'll probably do like 10. And that'll give me just a little bit more time. That'll give me about like 5 more minutes, 7 more minutes to get there, you know, which I probably won't need. But if it's a bad wind, if I change it and it's a bad wind, then I'm going to be glad that I have that extra time. So let's see here. Are we at the right one? We are. It's all set up. It's ready to go. It's already 11:20. So before we even reset the time, we're going to make our way over there. That way, he might already be there, and he'll be there till about like 10 minutes after the time resets, which is like noon. So with this good wind, we should be able to just make it happen right now. Nice setup, or is it AI? Oh, this right here. So this is a background. This is an image that we made, and I photoshopped the screen to look like, and I have learned a little bit of Photoshop, not much, but I photoshopped the screen to make it look like, you know. But yeah, that's not real. That's not real. Behind me in real life is a green screen, but we got not Chibi Mecha, Funko Pop Mecha up there. We got Funko Pop Mecha up there. That's my Mecha Neck version of me on the shelf. I love it. It is a good image. We have fun with it. But let's see here. All right. So the weapon that we're going to use for it, I would love to use. I'm gonna bring 3 weapons to make sure we put this guy down any distance, and I'm gonna zero in at the best possible. This is the Maradi 1894, the 308, and then the bow. Okay. We're gonna do the bow. Okay. So why did I speak like that? Let's put that up. Do I have any more tripods? I don't think I do. I think they're all, yeah, no, we don't have any more on us. We put them all down. But yeah, so let's go here. I think that's all we need. Yeah, we'll just do those 3. We'll do a good bow. We'll do a very good bow. Well, actually, we want accuracy. We want accuracy more than anything. And the accuracy on the recurve is higher. It's 24 accuracy on that. It's 38 accuracy on that. So we'll do that with the so what do we do? What did we say? We did the 308, the 44 Magnum rounds for the Marati, and then the arrows for that. And then the sight, we will get the rangefinder bow sight out. And this is going to be a recipe for success. If he shows up, he's dead. If he shows up, he's 1000% dead. So let's go here. And we just need to make sure we pick the right distance for him. So 4 to 12 on both of these. We'll do polymer tip on both of them. And then we'll do the rangefinder bow sight and the class 6, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're class 6. So we'll do those right there. All right, let's get there before we run out of time. We got a quarter of that time, so we got 7 minutes. We got 7 minutes to get there and get them taken out. Okay. I'm not going to go very fast or very long, but we'll get up to about 250, 300, then we'll walk it. Maybe. I might have to get up to like more like 200 and walk it. I'm going to swing it a little wide right. Make sure that I got the perfect wind. Okay, the wind's shifting a little bit. So right here is about the rock that we want to get to. That's about where we want to approach it from. But I want to be on the opposite end of it from where he was, even if it does change the angle just a little bit. So once we get to, I'll say once we get to about 200, we'll stop running and we'll walk. We'll walk right now. What am I shooting him with? So it depends. If he's like super duper duper close, then I'm going to do the Marati. If he is further out, I'm going to do the Zarza 308. They're all able to take him down. It just depends, you know. The Marati sights in at 50, 100, and 150 and is more effective at closer ranges. The Zarza sights in at 75, 150, and 300 and has a longer effective range. Both are going to be like good penetration. We got the polymer tip on the 308 and the hard nose cast bullet on the Marati. It's a 44 Magnum round. It puts them down really good. So more than likely going to be the Marati. More than likely going to be the Marati, but we'll see. If he walks up to like 20, then he's getting a bow shot straight to the freaking lung. But let's see here. And we will spray down as many times as we need. We'll redo this as many times as we need. This guy is dying. This guy is dead. Oh, look at that, y'all. Look at that. What did we spot? Probably a moose. Yep, probably a moose. Oh, wow. We have 20 minutes game time, less than, so that's 5 minutes game time, less than. So let's go ahead and start calling him in. Is that a warning call? How are they blowing warning calls at us from 150 out? Downwind is just a very easy moose. It is a very easy moose. Guys, I have never had moose be that good at anything. They're so easy. I can walk up to them and smack them on the butt, and they're going to get nervous at 150. What is with the presence in this game? All right, let's see here. They're calm. Okay. All right. We just got to let them chill for a second. Let's go ahead and start calling that reindeer in and making our way to that rock. I'll probably shoot next to it instead of jumping up on it, but it'll work either way. I've got 15 minutes game time. This is going to be close, guys. We're going to be running out of time for sure. He'll be there a little bit past that time, but really he'll be, oh, God, losing interest. We'll be losing interest at some point. Where's my point? Okay, we can see his feed zone, so he might have been feeding a little closer this time. They don't always go to the exact same millimeter of a spot, you know. But he should be interested in that. There he is. There he is. There he is. Okay, all right. Where is he? 40 to 50. We're gonna side him for 50 and take him out. He's attentive. Let's let him calm down for a second. Got a good crosswind. We're sprayed down. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Oh yeah. Well, he's too close to that tree. I really don't want to shoot him that close to that tree, but. Oh God, I'm getting nervous. Yeah, he's down. He's down. I wanted to make it a good shot. I wanted to make it a good shot. I actually got nervous on that one. It's just a game, but oh my goodness. That gave me actual buck fever for a diamond. But we will take it. We will take it. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. Ready? Fingers crossed that he is not the bottom of the barrel of his trophy rating and somehow not diamond. He's gold! Oh, he's freaking 3 points away from diamond. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious, Ignatius. Holy cow. Okay, wow. Mountain reindeer. So I guess they got to be level 6 hard, maybe, to be diamond. He's a good gold. He's the best gold we ever got. He is 2 points away. He's less than 2 points. Okay, 430.23 is diamond. He's 428.85 for crying out loud. Oh, we're going to save him for 28.85. I guess we're probably not going to taxidermize him anytime soon. God dang, guys. Oh, that is so close. That is, my goodness, so close. Thank you so much, Brochacho. That is crazy. Stupid trolls. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was absolutely insane. But hey, we got him. We got him. I'm happy about it. I am super happy about it. All right, let's see here. So, okay. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, so we've been hunting him for how long now? How long have we been hunting him for? God dang, we've been hunting him for a minute, haven't we? Well, guys, I tell you what, you know, I don't normally write stuff down all the time. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, he was so big. How did he troll? Dude, I don't know. He was a behemoth, it looked like. I thought he was a really good mountain deer. And I guess I don't know mountain deer well enough to say that. But anyway, yeah, he was an absolute troll. That is the biggest troll, super big troll. And so I'm proud of succeeding at that hunt like that, though, because I thought he was going to be like a high diamond. I thought he was going to be in the 500s diamond, right? So I am super happy that we did as good as we did. And so I'm going to auto walk this way, guys, or auto run this way as I yap your face off for 2 seconds before we call it for the stream. But anyway, so yeah, guys, tomorrow, please, if you guys can make it, whoops, there we go. 7:30 p.m. Pacific, so 8:30 Mountain, 9:30 Central, and 10:30 Eastern time. We got that collab. It's going to be awesome. The one other game that I take somewhat consistently, or that I try to take somewhat seriously and play consistently, is Battlefield 6. And now the Hunt Showdown is going to be another one as well. But this is going to be a Battlefield 6 stream. Super excited, guys. 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, and 10:30 Pacific Mountain Eastern, and Pacific Mountain Central and Eastern. So would love to see you there. June 17th. Don't forget, you can win a gift card. We got 4 gift cards being given away, 2 for hunting and 2 for subscribers on Twitch. So June 17th, poster is at the end of the stream for both of those events as well as on Discord. But yeah, I'm done yapping your ear off. We'll catch you guys on tomorrow.